everybody. Good morning. All right, here we go. What do we got here? Oh, my alarm's going off. It's 9 o'clock. I got to shut my alarm off first, guys. Sorry. You hear that? It's the theme song. That's my wake-up call. All right, let's dismiss that. It's 9 o'clock. Good morning for me. 8 o'clock, your evening time on the east. I think earlier on the west. Anyway, we got a few people on already. Thank you very much. We're going to talk about bullshit today. I just wanted to make sure my sound's good. I can see the pictures okay. It looks like the sound's good. What's that I hear about the ebook? Yeah, right. What's up? Well, gold's worth more than platinum these days, I'll tell you. It used to be, back in the day when I was a gold refiner, platinum was the number one. Actually, rhodium was the number one metal. Now they're both the platinum metals. Rhodium and platinum is one of the 6 metals in platinum. So they're all. Anyway, we've had some storms here, as we talked about earlier, that my friend Pep and I'm trying to read it. Papa and Low. I lost it. Something adventurous. Hello. Anyway, they mentioned also in Boho it's pouring. Good morning, Delta Chris. Hello. Hi, Goldfinger. Joseph Gibby from New Mexico. Trump is the best president ever. Here we go. Politics. All right. We don't need these anymore. I think everybody can hear me. Everything it looks good. Thank you. I'm adding some more equipment to the podcast room. I'm going to have an overhead camera soon so we can view people on both sides of the table and my messy studio. It's going to be on a gimbal. I can move it around and do other things with it. Duramark says everything's good. Okay, feeling the effect of the storm. I'll tell you, we've had some pretty decent storms in here. Typhoons off the coast coming through. I think right between Dumaguete and Bohol is coming. We lost power last night, and that kind of sucked, but not for very long. Thank you. Sound and video okay. Good. Anyway. Yes, Trump. I guess all my fans are going to be trumpets because I've made it very well known that I block anybody that doesn't like Trump. I don't care. I don't need the subscribers. If they're stupid enough to be a Biden lover, or worse, Camel toe, so God. We missed the bullet on that one, guys. Oh, my God. Missed the bullet on that one. That would have been worse than a tsunami. Okay. Jeez. She's a bimbo. I swear to God, she had a conversation the other day. They talk about food salad. They're not kidding. This woman cannot. She makes no sense. Absolutely no sense at all when she talks. It's amazing. Maybe he was going to say something, but it got cut off. There's Eugene. Hello, Eugene. It looks like you hit enter, and you didn't finish up your STRA. Was that strange? I don't know. You're up early. I'll probably go to the mall after this if you want to meet up. Gene, he's over at the Go. Oh, actually, he may be at the Go Hotel. He may be in Valencia now. You'll have to let me know. He was talking about moving. Anyway. Yeah, we've had some really horrible weather the last few weeks. It's just been really wet. And surprisingly, a guy came in the middle of the night. It was definitely after dark. It was pouring rain. It was either 7 to 8, about 7:30, 8 p.m. And he wanted to rent a click. And I'm looking at him like, are you sure? He says, I just flew in, and we got a resort, 15 kilometers out of Dumaguete up in the mountains that they have to go to, and he says, I need a bike to get there. But his girlfriends, they're going to follow with a petty cart. The girlfriend's in a petty cart. She was dressed. I wanted to give her a jacket. She looked like she was cold because the wind was blowing and it was pretty cold, and they're going to go 15 kilometers. She's going in the petty cart because I have a feeling he had a lot of luggage. It was pitch black. I didn't see the petty cart. The girl was cute. He was very nice. Russian. I said, "Oh, you're dodging the bullet, huh?" He was very Russian. I could tell by the accent. He had a little bit of trouble with the English, but he was very nice, very well dressed, very nice young fella. I'm sure Putin would have put him on the front lines and killed him. So let's see. I decided to start the peptides. Anyway, he went out in the right. I told him when he got in on the plane, he says, "I'll be there in an hour." I says, "If you're not getting a petty cart, go stop by Lee's Plaza or Hypermart or something like that and get a raincoat because you're going to get soaked. You're going to get absolutely soaked." So he did. He did stop and get it. And he rented it and took off and paid for 10 days in advance, so that's fine. All right, I decided to start the peptides you sent me when I returned. I swear to God, I can't remember. This is Eugene. I gave you. When I returned back to the U.S., I didn't want to have a bottle hydrated or have it refrigerated, so I will reach out to you about dosages. Oh, okay. Well, you can actually take. Okay, you could take. If you buy the peptides here, so far I'm having trouble getting them to the U.S. It's not working out so far. I haven't gotten positive response back from the couple of people I shipped to. But if you buy the peptides here, you could take them on a plane. You could take a little cooler with you, a tiny little thing, like a thermos, a small thermos. They have half thermoses. Put some ice cubes in and put the peptide in there. When you board the plane, you just hand it to the stewardess, tell her to put it in the refrigerator. Actually, all medicines are allowed international flights and domestic. So I've had no trouble, and I've had several people go to the U.S. with their peptides. If it's rehydrated with the BAC water, you should keep it cool. You don't have to keep it cold. You just really need to keep it cool. So if it isn't 80 degrees Fahrenheit for my American friends, or in the 20 centigrade or whatever, you'll be fine. Just carrying it on you. When you have any kind of medication, it doesn't count for your luggage either. So you could take, and syringes. You're allowed syringes. Believe anything medical. Like if you have a CPAP, you don't pack it in your suitcase. You put it outside and carry on. And the peptides or any other medicine you carry on the outside, because medicine does not count towards weight. Any amount of liquids allowed. It's not the 100-gram rule does not apply. Syringes you could take in. They're medical instruments. You just put it in a clear pouch or bag and leave it open. Send it through the scanner, and they will not ask you any questions other than are these your medications? Obviously it is. And a stupid question, it's like whatever. That's like asking a Texan, "Do you own a gun?" "Who's your Super Bowl pick?" "I don't play football." I don't even watch it. I don't even know the rules. I never played football. I liked a lot of different things. Typical things I liked was over the net. So I liked ping pong, badminton, and oh God, my mind went blank. What was the one with the big ball you hit over? Help me out, guys. My mind went blank. See, I'm going to be 70 this year. Holy shit. Anyway, I can't think of it. My mind went blank. Trump RX announcements. I heard about it, bringing down the price of prescriptions. Yes. However, you got screwed again in the U.S. I'm going to let you know you got screwed again because Lilly, the big pharmacy, Lilly, has paid off everybody or bought out everybody. They have stopped compounding. They're stopping compounding, or they've already stopped compounding, which means for peptides, which means that if they can't put a stack together, so they can't create a stack of, let's say, TB500 and BPC 157, put them together and sell them. It has to go through the pharmacy Lilly, and they basically have become a conglomerate, a monopoly, in fact, and they're stopping all advertising by other pharmacies. The only one that will have the rights to sell it, advertise it, or anything else is Lilly. Help me out on that one too. It's something Lilly. I flew in from Cebu last night. It took 2 attempts for the plane to land. Yeah, I don't like that at all. That would make me a little worried. Did it come down hard? Oh, Dave, that sounds scary. I am the guy who sent them. Sent them where? I am a guy who sent them. To me in my wife's name. Oh, yeah. Hey, Dura. Hello. We won't say your name. Okay. I missed to my wife, Sherry. Yes. Cool. I'm leaving on the 17th. Where to? Oh, you're going to the U.S., I think. Take them with you. You can take them with you. Volleyball, yes, that's the game. Oh, my God. I'm losing it, guys. I swear to God, I hope there's a peptide for my mind. So, yeah, volleyball. I like everything over net. I don't know why. Baseball, I used to go Dodger games in Los Angeles. Missed the Dodgers, but never football. Yeah, I haven't gotten my Peps yet, but oh, hey, Alex. But the tracking number isn't working, which is my main issue. I'll have to look into that. Sorry. So you were in Florida, as I remember, and haven't got it yet. Shit. All right. Well, that's one of two people who haven't got it yet. I don't know if they see. I don't know. They don't let me know if they confiscate it or not. How will silver go? Up. Yes, it had a fallback. Who cares? If you didn't sell, you didn't lose. That was your opportunity to buy more if you were able to. Whenever anything drops, you buy on the low, you sell on the high. By the end of the year, $300 silver, easy. Definitely go over 150 in the next couple months, probably by my birthday. Oh, the manly sports. Yeah. Fuck you. So, well, that's what I don't know. I like balls, but only play. No, I can't see play with the balls. That won't work either. I like balls, but only, no, I'm not hitting them. That's not going to work either. In my hands, no. Okay, let's move on. I'm digging a hole. I've traveled with peptides before. In syringes in my carry-on with zero issues. Yeah, I went and got, there's a doctor in Mekong, just the next town over, and he's willing to write up prescriptions for peptides and allow your name and when you're flying and blah, blah, blah as your prescription, and allows the medicine, includes syringes and everything. I got one, and they never asked for it. I wasn't going to show it to them unless they asked for it, but I actually had it in the bag and I had 70 needles, 70 syringes, actually more, 70 of the small syringes and half a dozen of the big ones. I had a bag full of peptides, and I went to Vietnam. Not a question in either country. They didn't even look. They put it through, and they never even looked inside it. I guess they can see it's medicine from the outside. Anyway, yeah, no prescription, nothing. And I had one. It was only 500 pesos for mine, but you guys are getting screwed in the U.S., I'm telling you. So if you want peptides, I didn't say this, but you obviously can come here and get all you want. Maybe you have friends. I got to be careful how I say this. YouTube is getting really weird about peptides too. I think they're being paid by big. Oh, I can't say that either. There's obviously in the world there's payoffs, underground shit that happens. Oh, I had a question. Is there an Olympic-sized swimming pool in your area? Yes. That safe place to exercise and cool. Yes, it's open every morning very early. Unfortunately, it's not heated. It'd probably be too expensive, but it is available, and they do have lockers. So yeah, and there's obviously gyms too. I don't remember how much it is. I think under 100. I think 50 pay. It's $1 to get in. I think it's $1. Worst comes to worst, it's $2. Very cheap here. Good memory. I'm in Florida. Yes, you are. How's Florida? How's Florida weather? I didn't like Florida weather only because it was humid like here, but they had a lot of crawly bugs. Okay, I mean ants and thing. They had stuff flying and crawling. I mean, it just was. I don't like bugs. Okay, I'm buggy. It bugs me. I figured it would take up to 2 months, so I'm not sweating the peps. Yeah, I did hear that it was 6 to 8 weeks, but I reached out to LBC and they are zero help. Yeah, no kidding. Well, they delivered a package of mine and smashed it. And the poor guy that was here in the Philippines, the poor guy got a broken bottle of water. He got his Retta and didn't have the water to, rehydrate it. I shipped him over air 2 bottles of water to make up for it, which is interesting because you're not supposed to ship liquids by air here, even domestically. But I just surrounded it by syringes and put it in a plastic container, clear plastic, so it looked like syringes only, and so they didn't see the liquid. I didn't say that. I make 6 figures. Well, good, but I struggle with getting enough time off to go to Asia for travel. Yeah, I know. I have trouble. I want to get away with Carolyn. I can't get away. It could work if I could work it out. I'd have to issue flying. You can send somebody else if you make good money, or if you know somebody that's going to the Philippines, or I can mention to you a person that they hit me up and they tell me I'll be there in February, March, April, June. I can put you in contact with somebody who's only coming here for, say, a week or a month. There's some guys that only come here for 5 days. You can't see the Philippines in 5 days. But there are people that come here only for a month or two. I could put you in touch with them, and you could have them, with no liability on their part, buy them from me, and we could let them give them a bag and everything. And I like the clear bag so they can just see what it is. You don't want to hide it. You're not trying to hide it. You want to keep it out front and open, because it is allowed. And if you hide it, that's when there's issues. But they can get plenty from me. That's another way. So if it doesn't work out, we could try that way. In fact, there's a guy that has me get tobacco, spitting tobacco, or what do they call it? Chewing tobacco. I call it spitting tobacco. Chewing tobacco for him every time. He wants a certain brand of tobacco, and they only allow so many of the cans, I think 4 or 5 cans. And so when people are coming in, I send him a picture of what he wants, and he pays them for their time. But what do you use for bad back pinched nerves? TB 500 and BPC 157. There is a stack called KLOW, KLOW. Instead of the GLOW, it's K with a K, LOW. It has both of those in it, plus 2 more for the exterior skin, eyes, hair, nails. But it is my understanding that it's better to take them separately. So that's how I take them separately. But a lot of people like the stack, because it has four really good peptides in it. One of them's copper, and one of them's for clearing up skin. Now, I could take the 4 separate. You could take the 4 separate, which is the TB500, the BBC 157, the GHKCU, which is the copper, and KPV. I take those for healing really fast. And also, they got rid of my age spots. Okay, so you don't see, I don't know if you can see this or not. You don't see any age spots on this back of this hand. But on this hand, maybe you might see they're disappearing. They're almost gone. But it takes months for things to happen. The advantage of peptides are the side effect of losing weight is immediate within the first few days. But all other peptides, as far as back pain, things like that, leg pain, ankle pain, any kind of nerve pain, neck pain, any of that, those take 3 or 4 months, and you have to take them daily. And there's a couple others too, but that there's a couple at night that help as well. Let's see. Okay, I'm by Disney, so they kill the bugs every night. Oh, that's cool. Pretty. I don't know if you're breathing that crap in. Pretty nice, honestly. It's cold, though. Going to drop to, oh, that is very cold for Florida, 30 degrees. That's freezing weather. That's surprising. That's the same as happens once in a great while in Las Vegas, Nevada. Almost never in California. Good morning. How you doing, Rodney? Arriving in Dumageddon. See, he's arriving on Wednesday. And Rodney's been telling me for months he's coming here, so I don't know where Rodney is, but see, Alex, I can always put you in touch with somebody. They fly here and they fly back. A lot of people come here for less than a month or less than 3 months. And if you pay them, if you have the funds, you can pay them to pick up from me and then ship it domestically. The problem is, I think you can ship domestically in the U.S. without there being a problem. I'm pretty sure. Here, all of the shipping companies open the packages. The reason being is not for looking for anything that's FDA related. They're not looking for medication or anything for shipping. The problem they have is now there's tariffs. Trump has claimed tariffs against the Philippines. And so they have to look up every package and look through it. And if there's any product of any sort, okay, I don't care if it's a shirt that says I love Dumageddon or I came from the Philippines, this is all I got, is this crappy shirt, they can't ship it because there's duties on it. So, kickball, I'll jump back in on that after the game. Okay, it'll go to, all right, see you later. Busy playing kickball. Boy, I haven't played that since I was a kid. Anyway, Melbourne, Australia. Well, I guess that won't help to ship to him. We need somebody from the USA who wants to deal with Alex, and I could put you two together, and you guys could figure it out, and then you could hit me when you get here, and we could set you up with peptides. I know a lot of people that would love to buy peptides, And if they charge anything less than what they charge in the U.S., you can make a fortune. Because what I sell for $54 is $150 a week in the U.S. or more. Pretty expensive, excuse me. I've heard of people spending here in the Philippines 10,000 pesos, a couple $100, for a 1 milligram injection of a semaglutide, which is Ozempic basically, and tirzepatide. They're about the same price. Those are the first two that came out for peptides. And then the third one is, of course, retatrutide, which is, I don't know if you could get that on a black market in the U.S. or you have to go on the trials. But to go on the trials, you have to sign up on a doctor's list. He charges you a fee to sign up, and then he charges you ungodly amounts of money for that. I don't know. It doesn't sound very good to me. I think it costs more than $1,000 a month for a good. And you can't get all the other peptides that they're not available. You can't get the ones for inflammation, the ones to help your eyes so you don't get glaucoma, the ones we need when we get older, prostate. Oh, then one that just came out and it's selling off the shelf like crazy, mitochondria for those who have leg pains. I think it's ARA 209 or 290. I think it's 290. And that's just, I can look that up, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, that one just came available. It's a little pricey. I'm trying to get it in a larger size so I can get the price down. I have two people on that, and the first one has been on it for about a week, and he says it works. The second person, as of yesterday, said he was only on it for 3 days, or yesterday was his third day, I think, and he said he hasn't helped him yet, but he has leg problems from mitochondria. Anyway, that's supposed to be a really good one. What is good reference, read, book, website to learn about the various peptides? The best source, honestly, is on YouTube. Not everybody's 100% right, but there's a lot of good information out there. And just listen to the doctors. And if you ask me for a list, if you send me, you got to send it to Goldfinger Biolabs, BIOLABS. If you send something to Goldfinger Biolabs, I can attach links to different people. I'll put it down here, but I don't know. I'll see if I can pin it. But for peptides. But anyway, formation. Give me a second here, guys. For peptides information, send email. Labs at Gmail. Oops, I think I had to put a space in. Not having a space. No, not a space. Gmail. Hold on a second, guys. .com. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this here, and then I'll pin it in a minute. Anyway, so let's go back. You spend $200 USD per month. That's not a bad price for peptides, but Retta is $215 for 10 milligrams. $215 US dollars. God, I've been here so long, guys. I don't know what that is in pesos. So let me work on that a minute. Go away. Calculator. 215 times 50. It's around 59. 12,685. Actually, it's a very good price because Rose Pharmacy is charging 10,000 for it's not even Retta. So that's actually a very good price. Do you have to go through a doctor, Mark? What's the other story behind it? Tell us. Love to hear it. And that's the cheapest I've heard. I spent $200 USD per month on peptides. Retta is $250. Well, how is it? You're gonna have to explain that one out, because how is it more money for the peptide than what you spend per month? So I don't know how that would seem to be the other way around. In Duma, the Aussies hang out at Big Billy's, owned by Aussie. The Sideways Bar, yep. Yeah, Big Billy's. Good fish and chips. Lots of Brits and Aussies go there. Fibber McGee's, Irish food. Shepherd's pie, Irish food. Yeah, that's the place for the Aussies. I don't really like. Sorry, we all like our own food. I can't find a decent burger here. Lots or pizza, of course. There's nobody. I don't think. Frontier, I think Frontier, I think in Duma is about the only one that has decent pizza. Lots of peptides info on Instagram. Oh, really? They're now on Instagram. Well, they're on Facebook. They're on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. So yeah, all those are going to be taken down very soon too, because Big Pharma's controlling it. Hit the like button. It's free. Yeah, thank you very much, Papa. So anyway, no doc, just order on. No documents. Oh, really? Just order online. Oh, really? Well, that's pretty cheap. I don't know how they're getting away with it because Lilly doesn't want anybody else selling it but them, and they don't charge. I mean, they charge a lot more money than that. So that's very cheap. You should share that information here, where they can get it, because there's a lot of people in the USA that would love to get peptides, and especially Retta, and they can't get it. If you share it here, I'll send it off to Alexi. He went off to go do kickball. All right, did everybody get the peptide thing? I'm going to pin it. So if you want it, it's going to be pinned at the top. Replace pin message. We're replacing the pin message. There we go. All right. Okay, let's go here. So yeah, give us all the information on that, Mark. All right. Anyway, I'm still down at 80 pounds. I weighed myself last Saturday. I weigh myself again tomorrow. Will be Saturday. I don't think I've lost anything. I think I'm on a plateau right now. But 80 pounds is pretty good. But I'm on a plateau. I took a shot this morning, which is actually sooner than the week. I normally take it every 6 days because that's how long it lasts in your system. But today I took a shot this morning, which is only 5 days, because I know I was eating more food yesterday. Let's see. Paul says, new place, Black Paprika over by Silliman Hospital. Yes, I've heard about it. It has super great hamburgers. All right. Did he? I'll have to check out the review. Kevin Tucker, good friend. He's got his channel up finally. He's also the one that does the Wheel of Fortune. No, he does stock options in an unusual way, where he insures people on the stocks. He doesn't actually buy them or sell them unless he has to. He only insures them. So he protects them from the price dropping or going. It could go either way. Anyway, it's interesting. He does that for free. So, and I've known Sam, who also is on ARA 2290, and on Reddit True Tide as a customer. He's also a friend. Owns a Sorry store right next to M&M, which I did a review on. M&M restaurant, which is excellent for Hispanic food. About as real as you're going to get. His wife Marif is incredible. So if you live here in Duma or Valencia, he's halfway between Duma and Valencia, and food is incredible. It really is. M&M Cafe. Let's see what things we're going to talk about. We're on food already, so the quality of some of the restaurants here has really dropped, I'm afraid. Cafe Racer, they're always out of food. You can't. I mean, you ask for a burger, they're out. You ask for ribs, they're out. You ask for filet mignon, they're out. You ask, then they'll say, "Oh, we have French fries, but we don't have mashed potatoes." It's just and the quality of their food has dropped, and I know why, because it's the same thing with Moon Cafe. Moon Cafe is serving raw fish, a steak that tastes like it was fried in fish oil. Terrible. It's just really been bad. And the reason why is they have a single manager. And their manager manages 7 restaurants here in Duba. Nice guy. I don't want to complain about it. But he's obviously overwhelmed, and he can't handle 7 restaurants. So he handles 2 Moon Cafes. Then he also handles Cafe Racer. Then he also handles 2 or 3 Sizzlers. And there's one more I'll think about that he handles. And there's also one just next to Cafe Racer that I don't remember their name, in front, right on the corner. He handles 7, okay? And you don't see him anymore. Now, I used to see him all the time at Cafe Racer. He was there on a daily basis. And he was so good, and the place was so well run. They wouldn't be out of food. The food was proper. If it wasn't right, he'd change it out or wouldn't charge you. Now they expect you to pay for your food, and when you send it back. I ordered the deluxe burger, no bun, no tomato, and they gave me a single patty on some grass, lettuce. A single patty. I go, this is the deluxe burger? I says, the deluxe burger is supposed to be 2 patties, and the ultimate is supposed to be 3. Okay? I says, no, you don't have a single burger patty, hamburger, so why would they only give me a single patty? So they take it back, they bring it back, but they obviously microwaved because the lettuce was all wilted. I was like, I said, can you bring me some fresh lettuce so I can wrap it? I mean, seriously, I don't know what the problem is. My friend Nick sat next to me. He ordered the pulled pork sandwich. He said it's unedible, sent it back. They wanted to bill him for it. And he says, no, I'm not paying for it. I don't blame him. Okay, I mean, we don't really want to be difficult when we're here. We want to blend in. But they don't understand that when you do food wrong, you should take it back. My other friend Joseph came. He ordered the filet mignon. And came back. He told them well done. It came back medium rare, and he had to send it back to be recooked. It just sucks. I don't know. They're just having problems. And Moon Cafe is a problem. I mean, just everybody has a problem. I don't know what it is. New place. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's. I've heard of black paprika. Last time I went over to Cafe Racer, it sucked. How long ago was that, Mike? It's really a shame because it was such a great restaurant when I think his name, they told me his name more than once. I keep forgetting. But when the manager was there on a daily basis, everything was in stock. Everything was fresh. They one time changed their, it was a steak. It was called ribeye. They changed the ribeye, and it used to be like really thick. I mean, at least 1 inch thick. And then we went back there to order it, and it was like a ½ inch. I go, what happened? So I call him over, and he says, I'm going to find out. So he goes back, and he goes, we're going to bring you another one, so you have 2. I said, okay. It was me and another person there. I think it was also Dick, but I'm not sure. And I said, well, what happened? He says, we changed vendors. He says, we're going to go back to the old one. I said, well, that or, you need to, tell the vendor you want, at least 3/4 thick. So, all right, Mike. Well, when were you there? You were there 2 months ago. All right. Yeah, and we were there yesterday, and none of us were 100% happy with our meal. Everybody had a problem. Everybody had a problem with their meal. We had 6 guys there, and nobody's hanging out at Ground Zero anymore because Ground Zero also has got poor service. They open it as a coffee shop, but they're making their money as a bar. And now that's how you make your money. And a club. So they open up at night. They take all the tables down. They have a dance floor. They have DJs come in, and they're a club at night. And that's where they're making the money. So when it comes, and they tried different things. They tried a buffet. Sucked. It was all Filipino food. It wasn't very good. I don't think the chefs are very good there anyway. When they make eggs, you want it over medium or over easy or over hard. They don't turn them over. They take this torch gun and torch the tops. Like, what the hell? I'm looking at them. What the hell are you doing? Just flip the damn thing. That's not over. That's just torching the tops like you're making a creme de bleu, whatever it is. And I don't know. The only thing you get there is honestly eggs, bacon when they have it, or sausage. I don't eat hash browns, but I guess they have it, and toast, and pancakes. They have good pancakes. They're okay for breakfast, but they're not a very good spot. I mean, their pizzas suck. You better go to another restaurant for pizza or some of their other dishes. And I was over there. Excuse me, I'm waking up. I was over there and nobody else showed, and I was there at 10:30. I figured I'll say hi to everybody, and there's nobody going there anymore. So it's not the hangout that it used to be for the expats. They're not going there. So it just is what it is. You like Fibber, huh? All right, I haven't been to Fibber in a long time. They had a good burger, but I haven't been there. But a lot of people go there that I like. Danny goes there. Michael goes there. A lot of the guys I know go there at night. I just don't like driving my bike at night because they don't have street lights here, and a lot of people take out their lights, whether a car or a motorbike. The citizens, they take the light bulbs out, and because they think they get better mileage. So especially if it's bad weather like raining, I don't want to go out in the rain at all, because then you already have problems. You have slick roads and hard to see through a water droplet, face cover, and then you get a black vehicle that has no headlights, and you're just going to run right into the back of it. It's crazy. There's some weird things in the Philippines you have to get used to. Get the ebook. There's some very weird things. There's some things I got to add to the ebook. There's always something new. But yeah, I got to downgrade because I have restaurants on there. I got to downgrade them. They've lost a star. Breakfast was good. I assume we're still talking about. Are we talking about Fibber McGee's or are we talking about Cafe Racer? I don't know, but I don't usually eat breakfast. I skip breakfast. I just eat one meal a day, and I don't know why I'm not losing weight. It's really annoying. It's been a week. I go up and down, maybe 2 weeks, and I'm right at 100, and I drop to 99 or I go to 101, but I'm right at 100, depending on what day it is. And I can't seem to drop past that in kilos, which is 220 pounds for us retard U.S. Americans that are insistent upon using a different standard. So I'm right at 220 pounds and at Fibbers. Maybe that's the place to hang out. I don't know if it's cheap. A lot of guys now hang out at Octagon, which is in Pekong. Wow, it took me a minute. So Octagon is very cheap, but the problem with Octagon is sometimes their chef shows and sometimes their chef doesn't. And I'll be there at 8, and I had to wait an hour or two for the chef to show up. So the Pancake House, the Pancake House is pretty good. I haven't been there in a long time, but actually they're pretty good. They actually have a pretty good deal they used to on the weekends where they had chicken and waffles, all you can eat. So it was pretty good. That wasn't bad. But I don't eat that much food anymore. I can't. Bachmeyer is best source of peptides. Good information. Well, yes, Dr. Bachmeyer is very good. The problem with I'll give you another one too. The problem with Dr. Bachmeyer is he's got a screw loose, okay? He's got his head's 4 times the size of his body, and he's a total asshole. I'll say it. Bachmeyer's everybody. He's very knowledgeable, but he's very critical of everybody else. So you got to skip the first rant. Every one of his videos start with a rant about other people giving misinformation or doing it wrong or this, or somebody sent him this message or that message. And then he says, I don't do it for the money, but he has a black card that he wants 10,000 and it's going up to 25,000 or already went up to 25,000 a year to give you information. And if you want personal service, he's going to charge you 1,000 an hour. The guy's got a swelled head, and he's very jaded, and he talks about everybody. And so when he goes on his rants, the best thing to do is with Bachmeyer to get the information or whatever he's talking about is skip the first 5 to 10 minutes. You go on 5 minutes. If he's still ranting, you go another 5 minutes. 100 kilos is great. Well, it's 220. I want to lose a little more, but I was actually almost at 300, so I've lost 80 pounds, which is pretty good. Fibbergees is run by a woman. She keeps a tight ship, and another good one, Palmates and Cafe Racer. Palmates and Cafe Racer, only good for all-you-can-eat steak night. So I've been to the all-you-can-eat Cafe Racer. I don't know where Palmates is. I'm going to write that down actually on my notes. Hold on a second, guys. I got to write this down. This is interesting. Palmates. Okay, I'm just going to put restaurants. Palmates. Okay, it won't do voice to text on that. All right. Because when I go there at Cafe Racer, and they have a Wednesday night every other week for their steak night, and they have steak, chicken, lettuce, tomatoes. They have everything, different dressings, and they have pasta. You can get it with meat or meatless. It's all pretty good. The problem is sometimes it's cold. Sometimes they run out of the steak. you have to make reservations. You're not getting in. You got to make reservations ahead of time. I suppose $5.99 is cheap. What is that in U.S. dollars? $5.99. It's pretty cheap considering. But the last few times I went with a group of people, we had problems. They didn't save a table for us. So that's $10. That's not bad for $10, but they charge extra for drinks. And just so you know, 36 kilos. Yeah, sometimes 37 and sometimes 35, but we're going up and down about a pound or two. It just, I weighed myself this morning because I cheat. I'm supposed to weigh on Saturdays. Today's Friday. And I was already at 101 kilos, but last week I was at 99. And I noticed I was eating more. The last couple of days, I noticed that I'm nibbling or I'm eating more. I'm snacking. Usually you don't snack. You don't eat in between meals. So I eat one meal a day and you don't snack. And I noticed I have been. So I took my shot a day early, which is this morning. Usually 6 days. I took it at 5 days. And I'm already over the trials. The trials was 12 milligrams, and I'm already at 15 milligrams. So we're hoping I don't drop dead. Hi from Queens, New York. Regal Parkway, New York City. How many years left on the house lease? So I did a 15-year lease here. I've been here just over 1 year now. I'm sure she will not lease to me on 15 years. She would lose her butt on it. Her costs, she'd lose her money. She could invest in something else. She'd better off selling it. The problem is, if she sells it, she doesn't sell it with my lease, unless they try to. They could try to kick me out. They could try to give me a 30-day notice, but I don't think that's her style. She's, excuse me, she's a very sweet person, actually. I really like her. I help her out a lot. She's always short of money. But without saying any names, she has 2 girls in college, and she always needs rent a few days early, or I already paid for last month, and I had to pay early last month and half of this month. But I don't mind doing it for her. She's really nice. I fix things here. I don't bother her. And I've mentioned to her I'd like to buy it, so she knows. She'll end up selling it to me because she can't sell it to anybody else because they'd have to honor the lease, or I'll fight them on it. And I don't have the funds to buy it yet. It's probably going to be somewhere between 6 and 10 million pesos. What is that, guys? 6 million pesos is 100,000. So it's really a well-built house. I'm really very happy here. It's perfect for us. It's perfect for our lifestyle. We fixed it all up. I did spend quite a bit of money fixing it up. Maybe on the house alone fixing it up, I probably spent 500,000 pesos when we first moved in, with scraping walls, painting it, putting in the studio. Maybe more with the studio. The studio alone was around 300,000. But we repaired a lot of things. Fixed plumbing, electrical, added split units instead of the wall units, including it inside here, so I don't have to hear any sounds from the AC. We did a lot of things. I added a water pump, water tank, so we have pressurized water, not run out. We put in pavers over a large area that was semi-grass, semi-dirt. They had pipes exposed, so we moved the pipes and put them underground. Made better drainage. Cleaned up a lot of things. Anyway, we spent a month with help, and at 500,000 just on getting it ready for us to move in. Another 350,000 on the studio, and then we had to buy furniture because they took everything out, which was fine with me. So we had to buy beds, stove, refrigerator, everything, all the furniture. We got kitchen tables and everything. So that was probably another 500,000. So, but that could go with us, because air conditioners technically could go with you. If you install them, you could take them out. But the thing is, they're going to be used. So they're only 1 year old now. But, in 3 or 4 years, you're not going to move an old air conditioner. You just buy a new one. Excuse me. So, anyway, don't get upset about the plateau you're in. I know it's annoying, though. You got to start eating a bit more, but stay away from the carbs. Yes, I do stay away from the carbs. Hi from Queens. How many years left? I'd read that. Misspelled it. Oh, great. Now I got to fix it. Wait a minute. Hibbert Avenue, Palmitas. Okay, let me go to my notes. Let's go there. Palmitas. Sorry, I got to add this. Palmitas 32. I wonder how they got that name on Hibbert. Thank you for correcting me. I'll be forever looking for this restaurant that doesn't exist. Over by stoplight. Oh, yeah. We have one stoplight. I'm not sure if they're working or not. Nobody understood what the red, yellow, or green meant, and they wouldn't make a right turn on a red, and they had no idea what yellow is. I don't think they could spell it. It's so sad here. But you got to take the good with the bad here, okay? I mean, because I love it here. I'm not going back to the States unless something happens with my son that I need to go back, God forbid, knock on wood, they're both healthy. They're adults, obviously. They have their own lives. They don't need dad. They have their spouse, mate, no grandchildren. If they had grandchildren, I'd want to go back. But there's no grandchildren. Neither one of them want kids. One is gay, so unless he adopts, which won't mean anything to me, because if it was my own blood, I would go back to see my own child, boy or girl. I don't mind him being gay. He's a really good kid. He's not flamboyant gay, but when we grew up, my dad used to point fingers at black men that were with white women, and then he talked to my mother about it under their breath. Look at that, That's how prejudiced they were when I was a child. I remember that, or they'd make fun of gays. San Francisco was the only place that had gays. That's where they congregate. People make fun of them, and I don't think they call them gay anymore. Well, maybe they do. I actually had a friend named Gay Howard, and he was very upset with his name. I'll be in Numa with my dad from the 23rd to 27th. You do weekly bike rentals. I do weekly bike rentals. You might want to. I don't know. Can your dad ride? If your dad can ride, otherwise you can be a passenger. But I have small bikes and big bikes available, actually through Carolyn. It's Carolyn's business, and she has to do more of it now because I'm busy. I'm not doing as much YouTube as I'd like. I haven't been doing any interviews. If you've noticed, like in a month, I've done lives. I don't think I've done one interview in a month. It's pretty sad. I've had people call me. I don't have time is the problem. How's the weather down there in Duma? It's shitty. It's wet. It's cold. It's windy. We lose power. It's crazy. We got that storm, offshore. It's ridiculous. Typhoon right offshore coming through here in Boho from a guy that was talking to me earlier. It's really going to be bad weather all day today. I don't know if I'll get away. It's not raining at the moment unless it's so light I can't see it, but I'm looking out my window, sorry. But last night was wet. The day before, wet. Guy even read the bike in the pouring rain. Rain pretty much all day, on and off, as flooding warning, tropical storm. Yep, it's there. That storm is there, Paul. Yeah, we'd get 2 bikes. Should I just message them? Yeah, well, actually, you could do. I don't know if it's up there still. You could go to Goldfinger the Goldband 3, Goldfinger the Goldband 3 at gmail.com, and then we need to contact each other. But yeah, Facebook works for Messenger. Messenger's the best. If you ask me for the peptides, I'll give you Messenger. You could do it on any. I think I unpinned my ebook. Hopefully you got the ebook. Oh no, Dan does. I know Dan. All right. Probably want 2 clicks. We'll see if I have 2 of them. Oh my God. Let's talk about clicks. Okay. I got 2 down. One so badly damaged, I don't know what to do. So the guy rented it for 3 months. We didn't realize that he drinks a lot of alcohol, a lot. And he drives the bike drunk. And here you can get away with that because there's not many police, especially at night. There's no police. And they're not checked. There's very few checkpoints, only during the day. And they don't care about drunks. I don't know why. They don't care about it. They don't pull over people and arrest them for drunk driving like they do in the U.S. You could be drunk and drive. They don't care. So every time he brought back the bike, he would say to me, "Hey, have you got some duct tape?" I'm like, shit. all right, let's go out and take a look at it. Well, this last time we brought it back, it needed a lot more than duct tape. I put my guy on it, and he started removing panels because panels were hanging on the ground, dragging, which obviously, I don't know what the hell he hit. Every effing panel on that bike, and it's a 2025 brand new bike from the factory, right? Brand new from the dealer. It looks like crap, okay? The headlights are scratched up, and then I took it in. His wife came to me and said she doesn't want him driving it anymore, and they want to bring it back. I said, okay. She says, can we get a rebate because we paid you for the month? I says, the last time I saw the bike, it was pretty badly damaged, and he has to pay for that damage, and I told him so. And first time he brought it back a couple of months ago, I said it was $10,000. The second time he brought it back, I said it's $15,000. The third time he brought it to pay his rent, he brings it back. I said we're already up to $20,000, okay? And I believe he's paying $8,500 a month to rent it. Okay, he's already up to $20,000. So she brought it back, but she didn't bring it in for me to look at. Okay, she had somebody else drive it, not her husband. Not going there with names. So she said to the guy who's sitting off to the side, okay, you can bring it in. And she says, how much do you think it is? I says, roughly, hopefully under 20,000, hopefully 10, 15,000. I says, I have to take it down to Honda. And she goes, okay, well, I'll take care of it. And I got her name, number, had her sign a receipt. I says, you do realize when you bring it back and it's that bad, I can't rent it out. So normally, because she wanted a break on the parts, I says, I don't get a break on the parts. You don't get a break on the parts. And I said, on top of it, I don't rent it out. So typically, since it takes 3 months to get parts here from Honda, that's what it takes, 3 months to get it down from Manila. I says, I usually charge you $8,500 a month for 3 months, or at least until the parts come and they can fix it. So she says, I said, I'll tell you, I'll give you a break on that. I won't charge you. I says, but he had just paid like a few days before, a week before, he had paid for the month. So I said, you're saving 8,500, 17,000 pesos. Not a fortune, but, So he brought it in. So they took off. And then Carolyn said, have you looked at the bike? I said, well, I looked at it last time he paid. She said, you better look at it again. So I go out there and look at the bike. It's worse. He obviously had a very bad accident. Okay? And when my worker looked at it, because both brake handles were bent in a circle. Okay? Both brake. It looked like the steering wheel, the whatever, I don't know what you call it. The steering bar was bent. He hit it so hard. And then they said they drove it, and they said there's something wrong with the wheel. So I had to wait a few days to take it into Honda because their CPU was down. Welcome to the Philippines. Not their computers down, their CPU is down. So I had to wait a few days. Finally, I took it in there. They said it's working. Okay, I brought it in. And I said I wanted to make it back to like it was, new. Okay, it was a brand new bike when he rented it. And they're looking at it and they're going, yeah, but we have a problem. The axle in the front's bent. They have to replace the axle. The wheel is bent. And they hit it, whatever he hit so hard, he bent the either fork and may have damaged the race bearings in the steering column. And they said the handlebars are bent. That's what they're called, handlebars. I don't know. And I said, you got to be kidding. This is all of that has to be replaced or it won't ride right. Well, that added an extra 30,000, I don't know, 20,000 to the bill. When they got all done, that added extra 20 plus every paddle, including headlights, the wheel, everything. Okay, even the muffler was damaged. Okay, and when they got all, I said, just make a list and give it to me, and then give me the labor. Now the funny part is, the parts are 32,000 pesos. The bike sells for 75. Maybe a little less, roughly 75. They raised it a little bit this year. So 75,000 pesos. Okay, so almost half the bike. And all these parts, including replacing the steering forks, the handlebars, the raceway with the bearings on the steering column and all that, and axle and all that stuff, which was the only mechanical stuff. Everything else was surface stuff. That they only wanted 2,000 pesos for. Over 2,000 pesos, we're talking $35 in labor. Just unbelievable. I'm going, okay, you're going to do all that. You're going to spend better part of a day, at least more than a half a day on it, and you're only going to do it for 2,000 pesos labor. That was amazing. Anyway, so I let her know. So we're waiting to hear from her. Doubt if they're going to pay it, but we're going to have a fight on our hands. Raining up in Valencia right now as my girlfriend flew back last night from Mindanao as the Department of Education had leadership planning conference. Okay. It take me a minute to think what that Department of Education. Oh, I'm getting another award from the Department of Education because I've been providing. Thank you very much. With your help, I've been providing laptops, computers to the elementary schools. So they invited me to another award ceremony. Chatta. I think I have one up on my wall, which is another thing I'm doing. I'm adding a camera up top so you can see the whole room. Not a big room, but you can see both people talking when I do interviews. I always enjoy when you get together with Paul. Why don't you interviewing other YouTubers? Why don't I? Well, I've invited him. I don't think I'm important enough. Just starting to rain up here again. Yeah, I know it's gonna be a wet day here in Negros Oriental and Bohol. Pretty bad all day. The new mayor is setting up a lot more checkpoints for loud mufflers. Oh, great, because I have one bike with a brand new loud muffler. No helmets and MIKE got his third no helmet. Oh, Mike, about a week ago. That's not bad. 300 pesos. I think it's 1,500 in Cebu. That's pretty cheap, actually. Let's see. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to wear a helmet. Now, they also don't wear shoes. There's a fee for that. They also don't put anything on the... It's not required. You don't put anything on your passengers. So they hold kids on bikes with no helmets. That's why I provide free helmets to kids, but people aren't asking me for them. They have to ask me for it now. I don't do whole schools anymore because, like I used to, because I could do more with something better with the money that it cost me to do, 1,500 helmets. 1,500 helmets for the last school was over 300,000 pesos, and almost four. And then I went the very next day to see who's wearing helmets, and the kids are on their parents' bikes in the back or being held by their, and they're not wearing helmets. And I was like, I passed out 1,350, 1,400 helmets to every kid from first through sixth grade, and gave them, a sheet of paper to teach the day before about the safety and the reason why you wear a helmet and blah, blah, blah. And I go the next day and the next day after that, just before school opens, to see what's going on. And I don't think I counted 10 helmets, so it's not even a 1% payback. It's just a shame. It sucked. And I can't keep supporting something that's not going. And they were, helmets were only good for children. So I don't care if they sell them as long as another kid wears it, because they were small size helmets, but they were good motorbike helmets. They had visors and they actually had DOT stickers. They all came from China. They weren't bike helmets. They were actually motorbike helmets, and they had padding and everything else. I can't get them to wear them. I'm not going to do it. So that's why I switched to computer labs in the elementary schools, so that every classroom could go through it, and then we put programs on there first through sixth. And so I'll just educate them. I can't protect them, but I can educate them. Maybe when they make it a law that children under 18 have to wear a helmet, or no children under 18 can ride, and everybody all passengers have to wear a helmet. Maybe that's something I'll look into later. But for the time being, I'm not here to change their laws. You need to take deposits. What do you mean by need to? Traveling with Tate. Take deposit for what, Mr. Tate? The bike is almost a write-off. Oh, deposits for the repair? I told the lady she should buy it. I told her, just buy it. Give me. He rented it for 3.5 months. It was rented a couple times before that. No problem. And I put a box and I put a top box and a bracket on it. And I said to her she could buy it for 70,000 as is, or I could take the top box and the bracket off. She could buy it for 60,000. So I says, just let your husband drive it. I mean, it's more physical. I wrote it into Honda. I didn't feel too much of a problem with the bent steering wheel or bent handlebars or the bent forks or anything. They could change the axle for 350 pesos plus labor. I mean, that was cheap. or the wheel for all of the things that you'd have to do, maybe, which I doubt if you would do it, would be under 10,000. I mean, you don't have to worry about the panels. I mean, one has a hole in it. They all have scratches on it. I care about it because I have to rent them out. He doesn't care about it. So, if they take the box off and everything else, they could buy it for 60,000. I just don't see, I'm going to have to spend 34,000. Somebody's going to have to spend 34,000. It's not going to be me. I didn't do the damage, okay? I have his driver's license and I have his passport. I have his wife's signature. She's luckily a businesswoman. She has a clothing manufacturer in Manila, and she's very educated and very nice, by the way. I don't want to say anything too bad, but she obviously has the brains in that family. I just said it. Shit. Anyway, hopefully you're not watching. She's very sweet, very nice person. I think she'll pay it because she has the money. But I think she didn't want to buy. She doesn't want to buy the bike. Pretty much she didn't want to buy the bike because she thinks he's going to kill himself, which he drinks, and she knows he drinks. We talked about that. He drinks and he drives drunk. And so what does she do? She gets a car down from it. She says, I have a car in a business. So I had somebody drive my car down for me. So I have my car here. And I said, okay. And are you going to let blah, blah, blah drive the car, your husband? And she just looked at me and I looked at her and I go, I said, your car's going to end up like this bike. I mean, she says, no, she's not going to drive. I said, no kidding. All right, where are we? Oh, well. Hi, Goldfinger guys. Hello. Constantine, Mandy in Los. If you got money for alcohol, you got money to make it right with you. But people don't want to deal. I get people that tell me stupid stories. They bring back a helmet that's all busted up, and they tell me, I don't know what happened. When I went to go put it on, it fell apart. Really? Come on. I've had retail business. I had a jewelry store, and they bring back a rope chain or a herringbone chain into the store, and it looks like it went down the garbage disposal. Okay, I don't know. I took it off and put it next to the dresser. When I woke up, that's the way it is. I said, okay, so your dog had it, chewed it, and put it back on the dresser? I don't know. I mean, seriously, how does that happen? Okay, you put it down on the dresser, you wake up, it's all mangled. I tell him, it looks like it went down the garbage disposal or your dog had got to it. I said, if you tell me the truth, I'd work with you, but you're going to come in here and lie to me, then get the hell out. I don't need you as a customer. That's the way I feel with these guys when they bring back a helmet. I don't know what happened. It broke when I put it. It's the plastic and the whole thing is broken. Okay. I said, either you dropped it, or you stepped on it, you sat on it. I don't know what you did with it. Or they claim that they didn't do the damage on the bike. That's why I take pictures now before and after when they bring it back. And I have to walk. I can't trust them because it's typical, especially with Americans. I'm going to be prejudiced because I'm American, to bullshit and lie and not take responsibility. And we've seen that constantly, time and time. People don't want to be responsible for the crap that they do, and they bring their bad habits over here. So there's my rant. I ranted. Not a bad rant, but I ranted. So anyway. That's what happens. Let's see. Do I have any sounds that make sad sounds? I don't remember now. Sure I do. I just don't know what button it is. Is it this one? There we go. There it is. And then you go. There you go. All right. So, whatever. Life is good. The bikes are a lot more trouble. That's why I'm told Carolyn she could handle it. But the thing is, she isn't as tough as I am. I'll say to them, look, you sat on the helmet, you owe the helmet, it's 1,500 pesos. And then they argue with me, well, why is it 1,500? I says, that's what I paid for. It's 1,500. You got it brand new. Well, I could get this helmet for 750. I says, okay, that's fine. Replace the helmet. I have no problem with that. Go ahead and buy the same helmet with a visor. Okay, it's a half helmet. I have no problem with it. Go buy one. Don't buy me a bike helmet. Okay, it has to be a motorbike helmet. A scooter helmet. Okay, so, and then of course they obviously have to pay it up, and if they don't come back and rent from me. You're on a blacklist. I could do a blacklist too, like anybody else. Okay, what were the pros and cons of living in Las Vegas or as someone who doesn't need a job, but pro and cons. Okay, I liked Las Vegas. Now, it has changed since I've been there. So the pros were cheap deals at hotels, cheap shows, cheap food, cheap buffets, and that's all gone. Okay? Living costs were pretty cheap in Vegas because they don't have state tax, and utility bills are getting their power from the dam, Hoover Dam, which they renamed, but whatever. And so, especially if you're living in, oh my God, has it been that long? Just outside of Las Vegas, towards the dam, is a community. Help me out, guys. I'm going, I got a brain fart. Fuck, I can't remember. Anyway, you guys will tell me. I can't believe I can't think of it. It's been that long. I haven't been there in 6 years. I can't think of it. Anyway, there's a community that's close to Hoover Dam, and they get their power next to nothing. Okay, literally pennies, just pennies per kilowatt, like ridiculous. So utilities were pretty low. Food was, you could get food, restaurants, stuff like that, pretty low. And especially for some reason, seafood in the markets, which I like, was very low because they bring a lot of it in for the East Coast or for the restaurants and stuff. Boulder City and Henderson, both of them. Henderson had a low. Thank you guys. Henderson had lower prices, and Boulder City had ridiculously low prices. Like if you lived in Boulder City, which they renamed from Hoover Dam to Boulder Dam, and some people still call it Hoover from the president. Ridiculous, like $10 a month, and you could use air conditioner and everything else. Just absurd. So I don't know. There's a lot of advantages there, but they're I don't know if they're still there. Now you have traffic. They didn't used to have traffic because they've opened up some big venues there, which was the stadium that they built. Is it the Rams? I can't remember. The L.A. Raiders. For the Raiders. Oh, my God, Goldfinger. So the Raiders are there now, and they spent a huge amount of money bringing them over from San Francisco. I saw the Raiders in Los Angeles. I still have it. I have a sweatshirt that says Los Angeles Raiders. And then I think they went to San Francisco, I believe, and then then the U.S. bought them. Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow. Send me a message and tell me what time. Anyway, so I don't know if it's. I have no desire to go back to Vegas because I don't think it has the deals or the they don't have what I like anymore. They have traffic. They have long lines. They have high prices. The hotels used to give you really, really great deals. They'd give locals great deals to staying at hotels. Gambling they had cheap tables, $2 tables if you were downtown. They don't have $2 tables anymore. They got rid of those. Shows were cheap. Shows were good too. They don't have good shows anymore. It's just sad. I don't think there's anything good about Las Vegas. There's my response. I spent 35 years in the equipment rental business. Credit card deposit might help. Doesn't cost. I see we're having a problem with. I froze. Hopefully you guys are still watching me. Might help. Doesn't cost anything to ask for one. Well, no, it doesn't cost anything, but you have to get a credit card. It's very difficult. All right, so it looks like I'm freezing, guys. How long have I been on? I've only been on for an hour. Shit. I've been watching your previous videos. They're really enjoying them and finding the information. Other vloggers seem to push out a narrative rather than keep things real. Yeah, I keep things real. Okay, I got to stop for me for a second. I got to walk out, guys. I got to see if if we lost internet or because I don't know if I'm still receiving or if you're still getting a video because it's locked up on my end. Still good, not freezing. All right, I got to find out who's online right now because they're screwing me up. So I'm going to be right back in a minute. And so I apologize, but I'm gonna disappear for a moment. All right, guys, let me shut everything back down. Let's see. Got to get me up. I got to get rid of the be right back. Let's see where the hell that is. Be right back is off. And where am I? I'm not even on the picture yet. Hold on. Here we are. All right, I told everybody to shut their tablets and laptops and everything off. I don't know why. When everybody goes on, everything goes haywire. So let me go back. It looks like everything's back on. So I'm still here. Sorry. It's still, oh God, my mind wouldn't break. It's still circling there, waiting for it to catch up. But it will come back. All right. So let's see. What did I miss? Let's change it to Trump down. we got pictures here. Clapping hand from Joe Romeo, and game over. All good watching in Valencia. We had a couple outages yesterday. I thought maybe the power went out and we lost Wi-Fi. No, it's just everybody's on their laptops and tablets. You should get his ebook at 64 pages of information info. Yeah. Too much information these days. We've got everybody's playing. Everybody's fucking with me now. Okay, all good here. I'm glad. Lost more weight. Yeah, well, I'm down 80, but the problem is I plateaued, Scott. It's been 2 weeks. I've been bouncing between 82 pounds down to 79. Still sitting right about 80 pounds now this morning. Loud and clear. Good. I'm back. Hopefully you guys could hear me. I did put the microphone back on. I did put the picture back on. I think I'm good. Video okay, good, because I can't see me moving yet, but it will fix itself in a moment. Is Paul going to make it? Not today. No Paul today. So let me see. I need to find Stream Health and see if it's going to shut me down. It says Stream is healthy, so it's just me on my laptop maybe. Analytics. Hit the like button. Yeah, I see we don't have too many likes. Stream Health. I'm just checking on things, guys. Just to me. No, the stream is okay. The streaming's okay, so it's just me. It's just what I'm seeing. And where are the likes? Who the hell knows? We have 295 views. We have quite a few people on it. Let's see. Where is that tab? Concurrent viewers are sitting at 68. That's good. I don't know where the likes are. I swear to God, they hide everything now. YouTube keeps changing things, and I don't know why. So Don't know. I really honestly don't care. But hit the like button. All right. You have the ebook. Good. That'll help you if you're coming over here. What beats the first vid with Paul? Paul's cool. I like Paul. But he's not making it today. He'll be back once a month. He got burnout. You ever going back to the States to visit? No. Or never going back. Never going back. Except I have two sons there that I love dearly. We were talking about one of them earlier. He's gay, and I have no grandchildren. One doesn't want any grandchildren. He's not gay. He's a cross-dresser. I don't know what happened, dude. I can't deal with society, okay, in the U.S. anymore. It's so fucked up, okay? Seriously. So I have one son who was normal, grew up normal. He still has a penis, and yet he cross-dresses, and he had to get out of the service. He was 15, 17, about 17 years in the service, and he got beat up. It's a shame because when Trump came in office, he said no gays in the service, and they saw him on Facebook dressed in girls' clothes with makeup. It's a shame. He's going to have to do some kind of work that gets him the last 3 years he needs for a 20-year pension from the service, because those are worthwhile. But he doesn't want any children, and he's semi-married. Married by legal standards to the girl he's with. I don't think they legally ever actually got married. And he changed his name, and he changed his Facebook, and he doesn't talk to me anymore because he doesn't like Trump. I don't know what he saw in the Democrats or who was running, Biden or Kamala. I just don't see it. We missed a bullet on that one big time. But gosh, she's such a ditz. I think we would have been better off with Biden. At least somebody intelligent was pulling the ropes for him. With Kamala, I don't think intelligence would have ever entered into the picture. Whatever. And and my other son, who's a very sweet boy, he's not flamboyant gay, but he has a boyfriend he lives with, and they're both very nice. And I talk to him all the time on Facebook time or Messenger. But I guess that is Facebook. Neither one is having kids. See, now I'm caught up. Here I am. So, hey, Joe, I have a wonderful woman. I love her so much. Carolyn is awesome, okay? There is no way I'm going to cheat on her. God forbid you get something in Vietnam and bring it back and give it to her. I'd be so fucked without her. She is so smart and intelligent. She knows computers. She filled out forms. I had problems collecting on an insurance policy. She went on the web. She figured out how to fill out the forms, how to send it was complicated. It was just very complicated. She filled out the forms for me for the BI. If I said to her, let's get married, she'd be able to do all the forms herself. She worked for a lawyer for 16 years. She knows all the legal things here. She knows the business is hers. She does the motorbike business, scooter business. Oh, there's somebody here. And then let's see. She does the contracts. She's made contracts for me. She does releases for me when I have people come in and talk on YouTube or peptides. We have contracts. She's fucking incredible. Why would I fuck with her? I don't want to lose her. What about the Las Vegas legend? The red-headed old crooner who sang Danachi. Oh, Carrot Top? Are we talking about Carrot Top? He was a bozo. I hope you're not talking about Carrot Top. He started. He's got to be a liberal. He started the movement, I think. Fucking idiot. I can't deal with young people anymore, guys. I'm sorry. I'm old. When you reaching 70, it's hard to believe. And you remember the way it used to be when you were younger, 25 and below, and you still think that way. It's hard to accept the changes that's happened because of the new people that are, not just, there's a lot of changes, but we have a whole new culture, okay? And I don't know. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Yeah, I am a Charlie Brown because I keep getting into trouble. Anyway, she's beautiful, Goldfinger. I'm renting a bike there because of her. You want to see her, not me. Is that you're coming here to see Carolyn? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna keep an eye on you, Scott. Carolyn gets offers for marriage and and she gets messages about me. Why don't you drop him? Okay. Why don't you drop that old dude and I'll come in and give you whatever you need. She laughs. She tells me about him. She laughs. She usually just blocks him. She doesn't. Filipinos don't reply in a negative way. They'll just listen to you and not respond negatively. That's just the Filipino way. They don't have a negative way about them. So they won't be rude to you. They won't be like we're sassy. We'll come back with a sharp answer. You're a moron. But something like that, which, we're outspoken being American, which is a lot of countries don't like the fact that we're outspoken, but I think it's better to be outspoken. If you're a dumbass, I'm going to tell you you're a dumbass. Go fuck off. I have no problem, okay? At my age, I would even tell a kid today. See, that's where I'd get in trouble because if I'm in the U.S. and some kid pulls a prank on me, he's fucking dead, okay? If I have a gun on me, I'm going to shoot him in the leg so he can't run away. Okay, I don't give a shit. Okay, I'd carry pepper spray on me everywhere I go. I definitely would defend myself. If I go to jail for it, I go to jail for it. I don't care because, fuck you. Okay, you're not gonna rob me. You're not gonna prank me. Okay, it's not gonna happen. There's respect for elders, and I've earned my respect. I've worked, and the younger generation, they want to make money doing nothing but stupidity, and hurting others. They have no respect, no character, no person. I mean, they're just awful. And they want money for nothing. Everything has got to be free. The government should pay for it all. We'll just have a bunch of kids get divorced. I can't deal with it, guys. I grew up where if you have a ditch to dig, you get out the pick and the shovel. If you don't whine and you bone up to your own problems, you have to accept responsibility for everything you did. They don't accept responsibility anymore for anything that they do in the U.S. I can't deal with the current gender, not gender, but the current, the kids. So let's see, what do we have? I was Navy and spent time in Kubi. Oh, cool. Yeah, you're not going to be. She won't. She'll just throw you out of here. That's the problem with Carolyn. Is she's not tough when they come and say a helmet just broke in my hand. She doesn't say anything. And I'll say to them, yeah, you look like you sat on it. What'd you do? Bang it on a wall? Hit your girlfriend with it? What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, of course you're going to pay for it, Goldfinger is a guy who lived in L.A. and Las Vegas and has always done things in life. That's me. Don't you get bored there at times? Doom, it was pretty dull when I visited and very polluted downtown. Well, I don't go downtown too much, and I'm a home person now because I used to travel a lot, and I love it. I'm retired, sort of. Yes, I'm busy working, but everything I do is from the home. So I have 2 days a week that I see people for peptides now. I've cut it down to 2 days a week. They can come anytime from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and talk to me and deal with peptides. But, thank you very much, Scott. He's now a $4.99 member. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So I don't mind helping people. I like helping people. To me, I feel retired, even though I'm busy with this, interviewing people. I like to interview people. I like talking. Obviously, I like talking. Why would I have a YouTube channel if I didn't talk? I don't mind being on Paul's channel. I'm not in it for the money. So I don't make a lot of money. I think I have only like 6,000, maybe 6,500 subscribers. It's not a big channel. It'll grow in time. I got monetized right away, but mostly because of the ebook that I put out, and I asked everybody to please subscribe. I didn't even have any videos out, and I think I got monetized within 10 days. I had everything I needed within a week. Over 1,000 subscribers and so many hundreds of hours, so it was pretty incredible. Let's go back. I missed something. Okay, let's go back. I need to catch up. I'm getting behind here. So, when I was younger, yeah, I used to like to party. I partied heavy. I got it out of my system. I don't drink. I don't smoke anymore. Average age of Philippines is 26, so half of the population is under that. Beautiful women around every corner. That's true. And if you find a good one, hold on to her. Well, I got a great one. Not just good, great. Also, yes, there's beautiful women. I need to go to the gym. I need to lose this weight. Now, maybe gain muscle and losing weight. It's okay if I gain muscle, but I need to do that. And the reason being is, besides the fact that I need to exercise and keep the muscle, because retatrutide and semaglutide and tirzepatide, all those things, you lose muscle. I take a peptide, Cardilax, and another peptide, which helps regain muscle, but you're supposed to be exercising, weightlifting and resistance training and things like that. And I haven't been doing that, but a good reason to go, this is going to sound bad, but Joe, my friend, was just telling me yesterday how he goes to the gym, and he looks good. I mean, I've pictures of him when he first interviewed, when he first got back over here, and now he has some muscle. He's 70 years old. He looks damn fit. Okay, I'll be honest, damn fit. And he tells me the girls go there that are incredibly sexy in spandex and bending over while they lift weights. And he says it has a hard time concentrating. We're all guys, okay? We're all young at heart, okay? We're talking, they have young girls that are 18 to 25. And I've been told that by other people too, that now they have boyfriends, obviously, but the boyfriends aren't necessarily there to protect them from us old, dirty old men. So, looking isn't anything. I mean, you should be able to look. I'm not blind yet. But anyway, I got to go to the gym to check this out. Hello from Chicago. Probably a little warmer. Normally it is warmer. I'm sure Chicago has snow, though. But we don't get snow. But hey, 30 Fahrenheit. Wow, you got just below freezing. Yeah, I've been in Chicago. I was a truck driver for 2 years, 2.5, and I've been in Chicago with 4 to 6 feet of snow. It's not nice. Buffalo too, New York. Sunshine Shoulders is Navy vet, and there are a lot of guys who talk about it. About what again? I'm sorry, I talk about so many different things. Again, thank you, Scott. I see that. Appreciate it. By the way, any money I get on here, I give to the children. It's for their education purposes at this time. So YouTube is only for the children. I can't wait to meet you in person. People might think we are related. All right, Joe. See, you said you're coming in. Lumpia. Yeah, I miss lumpia. I like. For lumpia, I don't eat lumpia anymore, but I do love it. I don't eat carbs. Love your ebook. Thank you. That helps. Good. Ebook was created for helping children. It was started with helmets. For a short time, it went to footwear. And then Filipina feet are so small they could wear them. So I think kids were getting them and giving them to their moms because I see them barefoot still. But anyway, a lot of that stuff I started, which I still do, the stuff for the kids and things like that. Anyway, the ebook, all the money, if I ever raise any money from ebook, which I do raise quite a bit of money from the ebook, especially around Christmas time. That all goes to children, and then I make up the difference. So much to do here if you have transpo, like motorbike or car. Valencia Waterfalls, Hot Springs, Rivers, Forest Camp, yeah. Bakong and Darwin has a lot of things to do and a lot of great restaurants and beaches. So if you like the ocean, there's snorkeling, there's reefs that are cordoned off just for swimmers and no divers. If you do diving, a plug here is Critter Republic. Justin's an awesome guy, has a great resort now. So Critter Republic has a place where you can stay there, very nice. Yes, there's waterfalls. There's also there's the hot springs you have in Red Rock. You have the Monkey Reserve, which you can go to and visit. You have a couple new water parks that have opened up. And there's also a new location that opened up that has restaurants and entertainment rides and things like that. The name skips me. I used to live right down the street from it, but the name skips me at the moment. But they have a steakhouse. They have weddings and receptions there, and then they also have beautiful view, huge piece of property. And they just spent a lot of money putting in. I think they have go-karts or other rides there. I haven't been there, but tired of the cold weather? Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't like snow. I'm coming for a Catholic missionary work. Okay, that's nice. Very good. I help myself. I don't just help schools. Paul and I have gotten together a couple times, and we help orphanages here in the Philippines. There's 4 orphanages, so we've helped orphanages providing cake for the birthdays, food for the kids, birthday gifts. The cake was for the birthdays. What do you know about Baguio? I do not. Cooler weather seems like a big plus. I don't know Baguio. I'm very sorry. Anybody know Baguio? Would you answer? Constantine, maybe? So I don't know. Volcano work research too. Oh, wow. Yeah, we have a volcano, but we don't seem to have too much problem here. Mango Ranch, yeah. Mango Ranch has done a lot of development for entertainment for children and families. It's a family location, so it's pretty good. Yeah, no, all YouTube money goes to children. All ebook money goes to children. And then I'll use, typically this YouTube channel, though everybody has a story, and I like interviewing guys and getting their stories, but when we get towards Christmas time, that's when everybody wants to help the kids, and I respect that. I mean, that's what I used to do. Is always I want to give back at least once a year. I'd love to do it twice a year, but it's pretty hard to get people in the mood when it's hot, middle of June, July, August. But thank you very much, Kevin. But yeah, I kick in. Well, I used to kick in 25, so now I kick in 35,000 pesos a month. And the reason why I try to do it monthly, 35,000, which I can afford. I put it in a separate fund, and because at the end of the year, it's 400,000, roughly, a little over, and that's what I need for the computer classroom. So I know I'll have the funds for it. But I do get other people that help me, so I have excess funds to do Christmas, because they're usually at the end of the year, and at the same time, I'll give kids gifts. All citizen children, like I'll go. It's not for foreigners that I've had foreigners come to me and say, "Hey, can you buy my son a basketball?" And he's I think he was American. No, you could buy your son a basketball. I'm helping the Filipino children that don't have anything. What's wrong with you? And sometimes I wonder, like when I was giving helmets away, there was this guy, fucking asshole. He pissed me off. So I was showing everybody the helmets that I just got for the kids. I was all excited about it over at Ground Zero when everybody used to meet over there 2 years back, maybe 3. Yeah, about 3 years back. And I was all excited, and I wanted Justin to pass helmets out to kids because he was saying, hey, you don't do anything in Bakong, which I just did at Computer Classroom, or Darwin. He didn't do anything in Darwin. That's where he's from. And I gave him some helmets to pass out to children. Not a lot, but I also donated to him. I always do it. He used to do cleanup of beaches. We'll get it off subject. But yes, Justin used to do the cleanup of beaches. So I would buy all the trash bags, all the trash pickers. I gave him 100 pickers. He said he needed the rice bags, and he said he needed, I think it was 1,250 pesos. I said, no problem, I'll cover your trash bag. Then I bought gloves too, so people could wear gloves, bought 100 pairs of gloves. But he hasn't done any in a couple of years. Unfortunately, he needs to do that again. So I support him for the Darwin area. But in any case, while we're sitting there, I was showing the helmets off. A guy, I'm not going to say the name. I don't like him. I know who he is. He comes and goes. He's had other problems. But he says, oh, I really like this. I could use one for my kid. Now, he's American, and he always used to bash his wife. He's got a Filipino wife, and he didn't talk highly of her. I don't know why. And he has a child that I believe he is the father to. I'm not 100% positive. And he says, well, can I have one? I says, no. He goes, what do you mean? You're giving it to kids. I says, you could afford to buy a 350 peso helmet. Get your ass off this couch. Stop eating your goddamn donuts. Get over to Lee's Plaza and go buy your kid a helmet. Why would you have your kid, your own kid, flesh and blood. Why would you have your kid be on a bike without a helmet? I mean, you're just stupid. And Hawkeye looked at me like he couldn't believe I went off on the guy like that. Okay, and I did. I went off on him. I says, "You're a fucking retard," and I got up and left. I just went off. Like, you can't afford 350 pesos to buy your kid a helmet. What is he doesn't wear any shoes either? You're an ass. So I have very little patience for dumbasses. Must be the age, guys. Must be the age. Yeah, I appreciate it. Whatever you do, whatever you give to me, I keep in a separate fund. Paul is well, Paul's not here. You'll have to ask Paul when he's here. The Mayan volcano has been doing minor eruptions in the last couple of days, and 3,000 people evacuated, really. Lots of activity in the Philippines with folks. Yeah, well, I think the whole world's been having problems with earthquakes and volcanoes and causing tsunamis, too. What's the cool coffee shop in town? That's a good question. Ground Zero, we talked about that a little bit earlier, is, in my opinion, it's dead. I've been there. Nobody's there. I'm by myself. Spent an hour there. Usually the guys are 10 o'clock and nobody shows. So either they found a new location, which I some of them go to Octagon. I know that. And if I go to Octagon right now, I'm sure I'd find some guys there. And most of the guys have dispersed. So a lot of them are living in Bacong, Darwin, and Valencia. So going into Dumaguete for a particular coffee shop isn't very convenient. Somebody has to get them together, and it's not me because I don't have mornings usually. So there is no cool coffee shop. They opened up a new Starbucks, but I don't like it because it's 2-story. They moved Tom and Tom's near that Starbucks. Again, I don't like it. They changed it, so I haven't even been there. Here's your answer here. Baguio is more harder to get stuff, as much more rural, but rent and land, I'm sure rent's cheaper. But if you want to maintain an expat lifestyle, then Duma is yards above. Well, here's the thing. I mean, Dumaguete has gotten expensive. It's not as cheap as it used to be. I've seen the difference in 3 years quite a bit. Rents have gone up. Prices have gone up. Yeah, tectonics happen all the time, don't they? I only help local Filipino people and children. Yeah, I mean, why are you going to help an American or a foreigner's children? He can afford it, especially if he's retired or has a business, you know. And they say, oh, all foreigners are rich. In effect, we are. If you compare it, their income here, is nowhere close to what our retirement income is. Okay, they're not getting $1,000 a month. They're either making 10,000 to top dollar 30,000 pesos. That's 200 to 600, not even. That'd be top pay, 600 a month. Okay, and they honestly live for day to day. They have no money for savings or investing. They don't have a retirement. They don't have a big retirement or Social Security thing or building. They don't have KIOs or IRAs where their work matches their. It's awful. They work for so little money. It's crazy. I mean, I pay my workers more money than anywhere else. They never leave. They stay extra time sometimes when I have a problem. I pay 500 pesos a day, and I pay them whether they show or not. And today they didn't show because of the weather. I'll still pay them the 500 for today. So, and 500 is way more, twice as much as most Filipinos make. 200 to 300 is tops. I don't care if you're a waitress or you work in a store or whatever, 200, 250 pesos. That's like $5 a day and they make them buy their own uniform, or they have to, get there and get home on their own, obviously. Sometimes they have to use pedicabs, which they don't charge as much to Filipinos as they do for Americans. I give pedicabs 50 to 150 pesos, depending on how far it is, which is $1 to $3 roughly, a little bit less. But they only give them usually 50 cents in American money, 15, 25 pesos, something like that. But I always gave more, even for local trips. I always gave more, because they're I don't know. is best trip to Dumaguete, Philippines Airlines first class? I heard you could do, you don't have to go first class, pretty expensive, but they do have direct flights, which is 15 and a half hours, and that saves a lot. There's several airlines that are much better. Do not use United. Don't use anything that has the word Filipino in it. So, or Cebu Airlines or any of those. They're horrible. So I liked Korean Air. There's another one. Guys, help me out with this. There's a couple others that have been very good. You guys could pop up there. What airlines have you used to come out here? Freeze in Valencia is best one in area as it roasts its own beans. Well, yeah, he's very much into the coffee. He's a coffee connoisseur, the owner is. And if you want to go to Boulevard, there's Bose or Tom Toms, and Gen Z has gone downhill, yeah. So, yeah, I would rather have Bose. I like Bose. I would go to Bose. I think Paul goes to Bose, and so does Mike. If you ever want to catch up with them, they go to Bose. Oh, I didn't tell you that secret. Also, in Valencia, there's another place called Red. It's not Red Table. They moved. It's RHED, Red something. I'll have to think about it. Reed Flower, RHEDFLOWER. The Reed Flower coffee shop is is where Hangout is, where a lot of the Valencia guys go to. I don't do too many posts right now. Well, you can live. Okay, well, I skipped a few. Sorry. $4,500 a year. No, $4,500 next year on pension. Well, and that's just pension. And I take it you're not even retired yet, because then you get Social Security. Yeah, you could live anywhere here on that. That's just a lot of money. How many posts? Let's see. I was worried about. Not many posts. Well, no. Honestly, I haven't had anybody on. I haven't had time. Peptides took over my life, and then bike rentals, because we had a son that was sick, and Dominic was very sick. He had walking pneumonia, almost to the point of worse, and he was in the hospital for 6 days. Carolyn was gone for the whole 6 days. She stayed at the hospital. I had my workers bring her clothes, food, stuff like that, and she stayed with her son because he was afraid, and I'm literally taking showers over there and everything. She stayed with her son, which I appreciate. And I didn't see her either. That was just after my trip to Vietnam. This happened. So I had to handle both scooters and peptides and YouTube. And YouTube was the one that had to take a licking. I didn't have time for it. It takes too many hours. And so I didn't post anything for 2 weeks, nothing. And then for the last 2 weeks, I've only had a couple lives. A guy came here to record, and I don't know why. I guess I hadn't been on here for a while. And you know how they send you a message and they want you to upgrade everything? So OBS, Filmora, YouTube, and even Windows sent me upgrades. So I upgraded everything. And when I did that, nothing worked in the studio. Everything I had, you would think they're supposed to save the same, whatever I did. Stream Deck didn't work. I couldn't get video. The phones worked, nothing. And it took me 2 days to figure out, one step at a time, asking AI how to fix everything. Okay, and it literally took me 2 days. And I actually got it better than it was before now. But it is what it is. So soon, soon I'll get some posts. I'm yawning, sorry. Don't worry about temporary pullback to get rid of people. Yeah, just hold on to your silver. You didn't lose till you sell. If you're foolish enough to sell, then you're a fool. I don't know what to tell you. Don't sell. Oh yeah, I missed something. Silver's going to go up to 300 an ounce this year. I'd be surprised if by June it's not 150. Average worker, 15 to 30,000 pesos. That'd be a month. Mid-level. Nurses get 30 to 45, not all. I know some that don't get even 30. Doctors get 75, yes, but they actually can make more money. The doctors leave here, go to the U.S. or another country, Europe, and they make a lot more money and send it home. Honestly, they make more money in the States if they. But when they go to the States, they're an intern again. They have to spend so many years being with another hospital emergency or whatever. Um, 2,000 USD is. I don't think. What does the president here make? I don't think he makes that much money. I could ask chat. Somebody asked chat how much. His name skips me. Whatever the president here makes, I don't think he makes that much. 5,000 US dollars a month. There's plenty of foreigners to come here to make more than that. Yeah, not many posts. I'll get with it. Philippines Airlines, excellent for me. You know, I had so much problems though with Cebu Pacific. I can't recommend Cebu Pacific. And then they're asking if it's out of LAX. I honestly like Korean Airlines myself. There's Ayala or Aya. I really missed your post as a CR. I'm fine, losing weight. Goldfinger got a rowing machine. Uses 80% of the muscles in the body. A friend of mine just donated me a weights, a bench press and a bar. I need to clean them up and start using them. They're a little rusty. Low impact. I liked swimming, but I don't have a pool anymore. 15 minutes and you're breathing. I'm breathing heavy. Yeah, I've always breathing heavy, but not as bad as I was. Love what you do for the Pinoys. You are an angel. Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate that, Daniel. I don't know if I'm an angel. Honestly, in my early years, I was a total asshole. I need to make amends. It's payback time. Best airline out of LA is Starlux. Oh, I haven't heard of them. Oh, yeah, Eva. That's the one. I liked Eva, too. And Korean Air. Whew. Eva is Filipino favorite. No frills in United. I don't like United, but only to Manila. Is that what the president makes? $411,000 per month? What is that in dollars? $411,000. I got messages. I got all kinds of messages. 411,000 divided by 59, roughly. He's making almost 7,000. 69.66. That's pretty good money. I'm sure he gets other money, like all political whores. You mentioned before about having your workers go down and pay bills like electric, and that's a time saver. I can't get BDO to pay. I've tried BDO multiple times, and they say that they pay bills, blah, blah, blah. And every time I use my phone to pay bills, now maybe it would work on my laptop. I've never tried it. But every time I use my phone to pay bills, never works. And I don't like waiting in lines, and I don't like going out to pay a bill. I really don't like. We have problems with PLDT. When I have problems with PLDT internet, it's a pain. It's an hour or 2 hour wait to go talk to them. They never have enough people. They usually have one or two, unless one's sick, helping 20 people, and each one takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You know, it's ridiculous. Better to fly into Cebu, Mactan, or even Clark. Yeah, Clark. Manila is the worst. Yes, Manila. I did Manila to go to Vietnam. 3.5 hours of aggravation. Would you tell Paul and Baby May hello for Scott? Sure, I'll say. Scott Stevens says hello. Good morning, folks. Good morning. Danny, what are you doing up so late? What happened to you? You're an early bird. I'm sure you woke up early. Try resisting, but yeah, I have them. They would work great for you. I have them. I'm just being lazy, man. I don't feel like exercising. Yeah, man. I just saw Danny the other day at Octagon. He's singing now. Boy, he has a good voice. His drum set that he's using, his electronic, has gotten a lot more complicated with a lot more features he's added, and he's gotten pretty damn good, I'll tell you. I think he's a one-man band. He's running the show, I think. I think they had somebody else. I forgot his name. They had somebody else in charge, but he went back to the States. He has like a 3-letter name, but I can't think of it right now. Danny, who's the guy that used to have on, who was a musician of many talents, but he's not here anymore. He's back in the States. Anyway, but Danny does very good. I was really impressed. I told him multiple times. I'm glad I went. In fact, I missed it. It's today. Oh, God, I think I missed this past Wednesday. Damn it. I think he's there every Wednesday. I totally totally slipped my mind. Anyway, so yeah, if you guys, he goes to Kingaroos and he goes to Octagon, and he has more than one band he's involved with. So if anybody is here in Dumaguete, Bakong, Darwin, or whatever, you got to go see Danny. He's the drummer and singer now, and he's awesome. Actually, I played Slingerland drums when I was a kid, but I had the old style, back in the day, old school drum set, But those things were a pain in the butt to move around. They're heavy and they're bulky. But the electronic stuff is kind of cool. I told him I want to try it once, but I haven't played drums in 50 years. I'm going to be a bit rusty. I hate to say it, and I don't want to embarrass myself too badly. It'll just make it'll make Danny look better. But I used to play with the big boys. Okay, I used to learn. I did drums from 6 years old on to about 20. I was in big bands. I was in school bands. I was in. We had our own group, Shades of Blue, rock bands. All right, Philippines is slow and hurry and wait, but they're friendly and mostly loving. Very friendly people. Hands down, that's why I still go there. Yeah, they're very friendly. Stash, yeah, thank you. Stash, he wrote, don't bogart that joint with fraternity of men. Okay. Yeah, Stash was in your band, and he's very talented too. He's older like the rest of us, but he's still very talented. PAL runs a nonstop out of JFK to Manila, 3 to 4 times a week. Downside is the flight leaves at 2 a.m. But there'll be nobody at the airport. My Philippines neighbor, does he fly out of Manila? Yeah, he does. Yeah. Well, probably not so bad out of Manila at 2 in the morning. My Philippines neighbor in Queens stopped taking it and prefers Korean Air. Korean Air was awesome. I've used them twice. More comfortable seats on 20-plus hour flights, I'll tell you that. Cleaner, better food. Of course, I'm a foodie. I like food. Better video. Every back of the seat head rest has a video for movies. You can choose your movies. They give you headphones. They don't charge you for headphones. They provide them. I mean, I got tired of that with United and some of the other ones. They charge you $5 to rent earphones. Yeah, coach class not so good. You could get upgraded classes. Of course, the nicest is first class can get pretty expensive. Business class is actually very nice. But yeah, if you go the cheapest. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm yelling. I need more coffee. If you're listening, babe, can you bring me a cup of coffee? I don't believe she's listening. If you go the cheapest way to get here, which typically I do because I'm Jewish, you're going to have horrible seats and your butt's going to hurt. I'll just be honest with you. You need to bring a pillow with you and a neck rest, and those pillowed necks. You need both those on those coach flights. They're horrible. It was a Navy. Yeah, I wonder how the plane is on the Navy. I don't think that'd be. I think the Navy plane would be even worse. God, Daddy, next gig is February 11th. Okay. Oh, Octagon. God, I can't read Danny. I'm losing my sight. Octagon, February 11th, then 12th at Kangaroo. Night after night. It's a double nighter. All right, I'll be there. I'm gonna do my calendar. Okay, I gotta make my notes here. Let me just add it to my notes because I've already started some notes. Let's see. We did restaurants. Now we're gonna do Danny at Octagon. Octagon at February 11th. Okay, I'm going to put it on my calendar, Danny. Thank you, sir. Yeah, go see him. He's awesome. I haven't been to Kangaroos. I don't really know. I want to go to Kangaroos. I haven't been there either. Paul McGill. Whoops, I lost it. Okay. And did you ever post about Vietnam trip? No. I did it on Paul's channel. If you want to find out about my Vietnam trip, you can go to Paul's channel. I love Vietnam, but Vietnam was great. The only thing that was bad was traveling there and back through Cebu Pacific. Cebu Pacific was horrible. If anything ruined the trip, it was Cebu Pacific. Going there and getting back, they fucked up everything. But you could hear the whole story, what happened on Paul's channel. Paul McGill said, "Save the effing money and fly first class." And you know what? Paul says 15 hours to get here, and he's right. If you can afford it, he's right. It's not that much more. He told me the price he paid, and it wasn't that much more. No, I didn't. I didn't do the post. I did videos there while I was there. Traffic was horrendous. They have so many motorbikes, scooters, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands. It was ridiculous. It's very hard. They don't have crosswalk. Well, they don't have lights at the crosswalks. They don't have as many lights in District 4 as they do in District 1. District 1 is downtown. Then surrounding District 1 is 2, 3, 4, and 5. I was in District 4 outside of downtown, which is a good choice because you save a lot of money. For one thing, you have just as many stores, and you don't have to be with all the crowd and the noise. And so I never so though I recorded a whole bunch of stuff, and I had the egg yolk coffee, which was pretty good. Food there's oh my God, it's cheap there. You could eat for less than $1. Oh, it's good. Oh my God, I need coffee. Do I have any coffee left? No. So. You could have shrimp and lobster for $2 a meal. It's ridiculous. You'd have a sandwich, banh mi, for 50 dong, which is, I don't know, pennies, nothing. I stay in touch with Orville. Oh, weight loss, sorry. Kevin, I'm down 80. I'm on a plateau. I'm down 80 pounds, give or take 2. I keep going back and forth. For the last couple of weeks, I've been at anywhere from 99 to 101 kilos, or down 80 pounds, which is roughly 220 pounds, anywhere from 217 to 220. And so I just upped my retatrutide, and I need to work out. Orville, I stay in touch with. I contacted him the other day. He had a birthday literally 2 days ago. Wished him a happy birthday. We talked and chatted. He said he may come back. I kind of doubt it. He's kind of a rolling stone. He likes traveling. But mid-level Korean Air and Starlux is almost... See, I've never heard of Starlux. I'll have to check it out. First class says you can make an offer on the raffle, as I paid $300 more and was worth it. How do they have a raffle? That seems kind of weird. On their raffle. I wonder how that works. More motorbikes than Philippines. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I will be going there soon. Oh, my God. Like if you have 100 motorbikes in a minute or two, they have 100 every few seconds. I've never seen so many scooters. It's hard to cross. You're like Froggy jumping back. And they don't stop. Even cars. Not as many cars, but they don't stop. They don't slow down. They'll move to the right, they move to the left, but they'll pass you within inches of your body in a car going 20, 25 miles per hour. Scott says $4,000, and I'm getting an SRRV, I'm sure is what you mean. Yeah, you get an SRRV. There's some information in the ebook, but just go to GRC or the one across the way from them. Talk to guys that already got it, find out what's necessary. HCMC, 7 out of every 10 people have or use a scooter there. Oh, that's Ho Chi Minh City. So that's where I was, Ho Chi Minh, which is Saigon previously. That's one of the highest density recorded in any big city. Oh, my. Now, I only went to Ho Chi Minh. The better cities to go to is Da Nang, Dalat. There's another one. The weather there in Dumaguete, wet. We've had storms off the sea, typhoons and stuff. So it's been very windy and very wet. So all day it's going to be a rainy day today, all way. Last night we lost power. The winds and the rain was blowing. Weather here has been kind of sucky for the last few weeks. I don't know when summer's coming. I'm still not adjusted here. Back from kickball, catching up 1.5 speed. There you go. Oh, there he is, back from kickball. Somebody's had some... There's some people that are coming here. They talked about you. I told them to get in touch with you. Men and black chick said a... Wait a minute. Men and black chick said a lobster in Vietnam was cheap. Okay. Is that the name of YouTube? I hope. Yeah, no, it's cheap. And it's healthier than the Philippines. They don't do fried. They do soups, boiled. They do healthy stuff with more vegetables. Oh my God, their fruit was so good, so sweet. I haven't had strawberries like that since I was a child, where they're actually natural, sweet strawberries that melt in your mouth and they taste like a strawberry. You eat the strawberries in the U.S. now, and even here, they're tasteless. It's like eating nothing. If you belong to their frequent flying program, they offer upgrades in a raffle. Okay, I'll have to check that out. So you bid on the last trip, which 790 round trip Cebu to Chicago, and the 300 back to Cebu, upgrade long flight. And that airline was not Korean, the other one. What was the name of that airline? It was a strange airline that I'm not familiar with. Tell me the name of the airline again. I'm sorry. I'll write it down this time. Thanks for the YouTube channel, Goldfinger. See you all next live. All right, you take care, Daniel. Let's see. Raymond. GRC prices have gone way up. Yes, they have. There is a place right across, 2 doors down here in Dumaguete, right across the way from them that does SRRVs and other things still at old prices. That's who I use to get my exit clearance fee done. I search for your podcasts every morning. I really miss them. I plan on retiring in Lipa City, Batangas. Oh, cool. Thank you, Kevin. I haven't done any in a month. I've been procrastinating and busy with other things. I will get back with it. Starluck. All right, let me put down Starluck. So I haven't heard of that flight. Let me add that to my notes. I add these here. So Starlux and raffle. So guys, keep that in mind. Starlux and you have to belong to their frequent flyer program. Frequent flyer. And then you can get really good deals, it sounds like, for direct flights. So a 790 round trip. Whew. Oh, wow. And upgraded for 300. That's cheap. Half of what normal flights are. So that's pretty good. All right. We're caught up again. It was on Korean Air as Starlux was limited cities like San Francisco and LA, but it's, whoops, why did it move like that? Shit. Here we are. But it's like Qantas or Emirates. I like Korean Air. Same here, Kevin. Looking at Tierra Maria in Lipa. Okay, you guys have your own little conversation. What is the cost of hotels and condos in Vietnam? So I did not stay at a condo or a hotel. I had an apartment, actually. A very nice apartment in District 4. It was on the second level, had elevator. It was very modern. It had a full-size refrigerator, a stove, a full kitchen, a stove, refrigerators, microwave, pots, pans, dishes, utensils, coffee pot, rice cooker, toaster, everything, okay? And a split air, king-size bed in the bedroom, and a bathroom with a glass shower, hot, cold water, both at the sink, kitchen sink, and also in the kitchen, of course, kitchen sink in the kitchen, and also in the shower, and also at the bathroom sink. Everything had hot and cold water, which they don't do here in the Philippines, to be honest with you, even at hotels. And they provided me with toothbrushes, toothpaste, towels, coffee, sugar, all kinds of different things. Oh, robes, a little footwear like slippers. Had a closet with hangers, drawers, many drawers, big screen TV, remote. The air conditioner had a remote. Plenty of lighting. I mean, it was like top. I didn't see one bug, not one frickin' bug. And you know they have to have cockroaches. They have them here, but not one single bug one time ever. And a restaurant downstairs, which was inexpensive. And the whole cost was about $20 USD a day. It was 140, $50 for 8 nights. So And they didn't care. They said, pay us when you, they didn't even ask for the money up front. It's pay when you show up, okay? And nobody collected the money. They gave me, it was all key coded. They gave me the front door key code because I got in at like 2 a.m. So it was well set up. So the key code opened the front door. Nobody was around, obviously. The restaurant's closed. And then I took my stuff upstairs to the first floor. They gave me a key code for my front door. And when I contacted them, they just said, well, whenever you're ready to pay, you can. You know, because I said I don't have any Vietnam money, dong, yet. I need to go to the bank and get some. And they said, okay, no problem. They didn't care if I paid it before, during, or after. I swear they didn't care. And finally I called them like third day and I said, hey, I have the money for you. And it was around for that 150, it was around 3 million dong. No, it had to be more than that. No, about 3 million dong. I think it's 2,260,000 dong for the $100, if I remember right. So it was like 3 million dong, 3 million something dong for the. It's cheap, and they were very nice. They're willing to clean and stuff. I said, you don't need to clean. I'm not there long enough. Let's go. Yeah, go Korean Air. You'll be very happy. Yes, I'd go Korean Air. Let's see. Let's go down here. Cathay Airlines 718 round trip. Oops, and that's just got redacted. Does Lowell still help out the guy who showed up with no wallet? Lowell has a lot of patience. Yeah, Lowell is amazing patience, and he's a nice guy. We just had lunch yesterday with a group of guys at Cafe Racer. And Lowell's a cool guy. He's on Reddit too. He's lost 40, 50, he's lost over 40 pounds on Reddit. Wow, that's cheap. Let me tell you, I took going to Vietnam, and you like Cathay. Mike likes Cathay. I keep calling him Cathay. Going to Vietnam, I took $1,000 US, 10 brand new crisp $100 bills. Around the first or second day, I went down to a bank and had them exchange it for 2,260,000 dong per $100 bill. Now, I did not do all 1,000 because I was told that probably was too much. So I did half, 500 US, and walked away with, I don't know, 12 million dong. And I told her I needed change. She had 500,000 bills, and I said, I definitely need change. And then I went down to the, right around the corner was the market where they had fruits, vegetables, fish, chicken, everything. And upstairs was clothing. I bought a belt for next to nothing. I don't know what 150. What's 150 dong? I don't remember how much dong it is to the dollar now. Shoot. I don't remember how much dong it is. I think it's 26,000. I think it's like 26,000 dong to the dollar. I bought a belt for $5, maybe $6, a leather belt, and I bought fruit. And the fruit was ridiculous because I bought bananas, oranges, tangerines, grapes, and strawberries. 3 bags, okay, that I had to carry back to my apartment. And the whole thing was just over 30,000. I think it was like 35, 40,000, maybe 40,000 dong. So we're only talking about $1.25 for over a kilo of fruit, fresh fruit. And then the couple days later, oh my God, too many messages, too fast. Hold on. And the next day, I bought a cantaloupe that was wrapped in gold and red paper foil. And I've never had cantaloupe so sweet and crunchy in my life. That cantaloupe, I miss that cantaloupe, okay, from the States. They don't have cantaloupe in the Philippines. Yeah, if you want to live there and you don't have roots here already, because I have Carolyn and roots, I would reconsider living there. Now, it is communist, so you can't live there long term. You're going to have to leave and go back, but unless you have a lot of money. Is that the most dong you ever touched? I'm not going there. I've already dug a hole earlier about balls. I've only flown EVA Air and enjoyed it. I heard EVA is very good. Cathay Airlines, 718 first class LAX to Cebu. Well, you can't beat that. You know, Is that one way? I imagine it is. It has to be one way. Good morning, Goldfinger. Well, hello. I'm starting to get our afternoon. I'm starting to get hungry. Are you going to have Judy and no, Tatum. No, they're done. It went sideways. I'm trying to increase my subscribership, not decrease it. It's kind of hard to build your channel up when if you lower your standards as to who comes on. It's a lost cause. I told him he wanted to come out every week. I said no. Do you use ATM there? Not anymore. I have a bank account. First 3 months I had to, because most banks, not all, but most banks want an ACR card. Your ACR card comes on your third month being here. And so I use BDO. So money gets transferred in and out of BDO. I have a card from BDO. Very rarely I'll go to an ATM, but it's usually a BDO because it's free to use ATM and get 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever you need, 100,000 pesos. Any language problems encountered in Vietnam? As everyone says, the food is great. The food is incredible. Okay, fresh, healthy. They do not speak English. Period. End of discussion. You're going to need Google Translate, or you have to buy one of those translators. But Google Translate works. And avocados were good too. Round trip. That's a hell of a price for round trip, dude. I'll have to check that out. Can I grow cantaloupe in the Philippines if I bring seeds? Don't know. There's no cantaloupe here. I have a feeling no. I don't know how cantaloupe grows. I'm not a farmer. I'm an A&P mechanic, so he knows Cathay Pacific. Oh, very good. So it says mechanical, they're very good. Probably the best engines are made by Rolls-Royce, I think. Sorry, I mean ATM in Vietnam. ATMs Vietnam would not work. Not work with VDO. I did not try my USA, now that I think about it. I never tried my USA bank card. I don't think I had a whole lot in it. And I've been told by other people that they had Philippine accounts and they couldn't get cash from ATMs in Vietnam. But you can transfer money using any of the Remitly, Wise, any of those, to a bank from your account, USA or Philippines. You could transfer it to a bank, and the bank exchange rates are very, very good there. So how did this all happen? You're home in Vegas and stumbled onto Philippine vloggers, or did you always think about Southeast Asia for retirement? COVID happened. COVID hit in 2000, right at the beginning of 2020, and Las Vegas was not very nice to elderly people. COVID hit and they closed. I was going to take a short trip to the Philippines because my friend Paul was here. Okay, we went to the high school together, and I also bought a car from the dealership he worked at, and so I knew who he was. We had communication a lot, and I was helping his wife at the time, Baby May. She had Cooking with Baby May or something, Baby May's cooking channel, something like that. And I used to give her money and send her money to cook and provide for orphanages, food for orphanages or homeless or people like that. So I'd tell her, I send her $50 a month or 100, depends on what it was. Christmas time I sent more. And I tell her, use half the money for your own account and half the money to buy food, because she had a cooking channel anyway, and just provide the food and show, and which they did. They bag up the food and take it to poor families or homeless. And I said, that was cool. I don't know the Scottish guy. Okay. So anyway, it got bad in Las Vegas. What happened was they wouldn't let us leave our apartment complex. First it was the gyms, and then it was the small mom and pop shops, and then it was the market, so you only go certain days. Everybody had to have a pass. And then it got to the point that if you were over 55 or 60, you weren't allowed to leave, period. You had to stay in your apartment. You couldn't have anybody over, and you couldn't leave your apartment. And that hit me. Okay, that was around September. And I said, I'm out of here. And I'm not getting the shot. And then everybody required a jab, and I said, there's not enough proof to guarantee me that it's safe. And I don't believe it is what they claim it is, because they created something too fast. They're comparing it to a polio shot. It's not. They didn't test it on animals like they used to for years to make sure it's safe. I ain't taking that shit. So the bottom line is I left. I went to Mexico. I decided to screw it. And then I just waited for the Philippines to open up. And then, anyway, Philippines didn't open up for a couple of years. And then I see where they started doing quarantine here. So I flew from Mexico to Thailand, spent about 5 or 6 months in Thailand, as long as I could. I had to go out and back in because they don't have long-term tourist visas either. Only a month to 2 months is all you can get. And once Philippines dropped their quarantines, I flew into Dubaguete. Anyway, I'm sorry, I don't know who the Scottish guy is. You'll have to tell me further down. I'll have to figure out. I don't know who that is. Readily apparent. Rolls-Royce are the best engines in the world. Yeah, those are good engines. Expensive. Philippines government will not allow you to import seeds unless from approved vendors, as they consider it agricultural. That's true. Yeah, they probably can't. It doesn't matter. You probably could still sneak them in, as people sneak in things that are not allowed here, which includes guns, ammo. You can put them in ballot bond boxes. Chainsaws are not allowed here because they don't want you cutting down palm trees without a permit. You actually have to have a license to operate a chainsaw here. Obviously, no guns, no rifles are typically allowed. But when you ship things through ballot bond boxes, they don't typically stop them. I've used ATMs in Vietnam. Okay, so you can't have ATMs here. That would be cool. I'd love to have an ATM and drive an ATM around. I did it in Mexico. So, let's see. Goldfinger. I'm have Dobra made by Hanger, Philippines. Lady made it for me. Dobra. Explain that one a little better. Sorry. I waited till a lot of people got the shot. Then I got it. I got the 2-dose, not the single shot. I didn't trust that one. Well, I don't know what to tell you. If you're happy about it, that's good for you. I would not do it. I've had friends that actually have died from the shot. They were perfectly healthy, and they went and got the jab, and within 2 months they were dead. So, not happening. Lachlan. What's Lachlan? What did I miss? Where did I miss this, Constantine? I don't know what Lachlan is. The 5 amino you sell works great. Oh, good. I'm glad. I take that too, 5 amino. I think it's good. We have a big sale on right now. The 5 amino is half off. We also have a sale on, I think it's Tessa Moreland. I have to look it up. I run sales from every month. I change it. We have sales on, oh my God, I can't remember. I should tell you guys. That's what I have this channel for, right? Let me see. Which ones did we do? Let me go back here and look. I got to find it. Epitalin. We have a sale on Epitalin. Epitalin is a four bottle. You need 4 bottles to get through the full thing, and then you're off for 6 months. So if you buy 3 bottles, you get the 4th one for free. So we have 4 bottles for the free. Cardilax, a sale on Cardilax starting next month, and Vesugin for next month. And I know currently we have the 5 amino 1MQ 50 milligram bottles for half off. There normally was 10,000 pesos, $200. They're now half off, so they're 5,000 pesos. But you do have to buy another 5,000 pesos worth of other product when you get it, which isn't very difficult to do. Most of them are 2,500 per bottle. So, yeah, 5 amino works great. Dobo, sorry, okay, I didn't understand what you meant. Love a Dobo. The Scottish guy you were interviewing was Lachlan. Was the stalker? I'm trying to remember. It was the stalker. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. I'm sorry, man. My mind is gone, dude. They actually do have peptides, by the way, for dementia and yeah, there you go. And the other one that people have, I don't know. I don't remember the Scottish guy. Half the time I can't understand when Scots speak. I really have a hard time with their English. Mike, yeah. I have to go back and look at it, see what the hell that is. There were also people who did not get the shot, ended up with long COVID. Oh, yeah, I caught COVID. Some have to drag on oxygen machines around. I don't believe that. COVID is hard on people with low immune system, though, that's for sure. And elderly. Well, yeah, COVID is a really bad flu. Really bad flu. I totally agree. But whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And the fact is, we didn't need something that had side effects and untested. And we didn't need people sharing respirators in hospitals, especially like in New York where they put sick people in with healthy people in senior homes. Was the purpose to get rid of the seniors so they don't have to pay Social Security out? I'm sorry. You're barking up the wrong tree if you're going to tell me. If we're going to talk about COVID, it was bullshit. COVID-19 was bullshit. And I'm sure the elite created it to kill people off. Okay, that's my view on it. You don't like it, tough shit. Okay? I'm sorry you got the shot, but if it worked for you, fine. But in my mind, and nobody's going to sway me, I lost good friends due to it. They had stringy shit in their veins, and a lot of young people dropped dead from it. And it did more damage than good to the world. It financially crippled the world and crippled human beings. And if they had just let the strong get stronger and the weak, they're going to go. Okay, especially if you had previous conditions. That would have been fine. But no, creating the jab and giving false hope with unproven medications was the stupidest, dumb shit fucking thing our country and every other country did, especially locking down countries. There, I said it. You don't like it? Tough shit. It's my channel. Your wife's, I'm sorry. Hopefully she's okay, Scott. Yeah, I know, Mike. I'm sorry. I get off of that. But I hate people starting to tell me how COVID's real. It was bullshit, okay? And the shot was bullshit. And it's just, I have two sisters who are vaccinated, injured, and my 82-year-old mom died. I'm so sorry, from sepsis. Well, she got that from the hospital, which happens a lot. All took both shots, and my mom took the booster, too, and the cousins got a super cancer. It caused more damage than good. People died from that. And if you look over the whole picture, people spent a lot of money. People lost a lot of money. Small businesses went out of business. It hurt everybody. The only ones that seem to have made out is things like Amazon or food delivery services or things like that. It helped. I went into Ubers that had the whole front blocked from the back, literally with not just plastic, but with plywood. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's hot in Vegas, and the air conditioner doesn't flow to the back seat. I'm going, dude, let me out. I'm done. You could cancel the ride, okay? I'll pay you for whatever you charge. I ain't going in your car. I'm dying of heat back here. I'm sweating. I'm sorry, Scott. Her voice is different now, but at work now back as a nurse. That was the other thing. They forced people to take the jab, okay? And to keep their jobs. Oh my God, how are we free? Okay, when they force people, I would have quit my job. I told the nurse, she didn't want it. I says, quit your job. She says, well, I can't. I have a child. I says, well, hopefully you're around for your child later. I mean, when it comes to life and death, you don't take the fucking jab. You lose the job. You stop becoming a nurse. You start becoming a waitress. I'm sorry. Move to a cheaper place to live. I don't know what to tell you. Your health is better. No, gold and silver coins are not available in the Philippines. This is not the place to bring precious metals. It's not the place to sell it or buy it. So forget it. Not here. They're third world. They don't have that kind of money. You probably could buy gold cheaper than the value because there's plenty of stores here that don't keep up with the prices or knowledge. She's good now. Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, thank God, right? No, I had COVID. Well, they claimed I had COVID. I've had it twice, I think. They claimed I have it. I mean, I think they claimed people with broken legs had COVID, so I don't know what to tell you. a lot of bullshit with that because hospitals got extra money if you labeled them COVID, and they stick you in a room and you share respirators. I mean, what the fuck? And then they're not treating you for what you really have, okay, which is an injured arm or got into an auto accident or something. And basically, I went into a hospital where everybody was in the same room, 6 to 8 guys who were all sick, and some guys didn't make it. They put a guy in the room that needed a blood transfusion. He had a liver situation where he needed, I forgot what they call it, sorry, my mind goes blank. But he needed the blood transfusion, and they put him in the room with 6 other guys that were sick with possible flu. And he got sick, and he died while his blood, literally within 4 days, he died. They carried him out in a bag. Sometimes everything's in it for the money. I'm pretty sure the elite set this whole thing up. I mean, Bill Gates financed things like this. Who got off scot-free was that doctor. Dr. Fauci. Oh, man, they ought to just pull each one of his fingers out of his hand. What can I say? I never took so much as a PCR test, and I worked every day as an essential worker owning a plumbing drain company, and I was hazmat certified. I knew a mask of paper or cloth would. No, I won't stop that shit. And then there's people are putting rags or towels or handkerchiefs over their mouth. They proved already those paper. I mean, unless you had the N95, 90% of them, you couldn't even get the N95. They were sold out. Oh, thank you. Angie spent 18 days. Yeah, well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So the second time I got the flu, I got over it. It wasn't a big deal. Okay? The hospital I was in Thailand when I had COVID, that hospital nearly killed me. They were sharing needles for injections. I said, no, you're going to get a new needle. They just pricked the guy's finger with a needle and checked his blood sugar. I'm watching him, and they come over and they didn't change out the needle on the machine. I look at her, go, no, you're not pricking my finger. And she doesn't speak English. She was Malaysian. And I said, no. I got pissed off. I took it from her and threw it on the floor. And I said, no, you're not pricking me with that shit. You get a new one. I bent it and then threw it on the floor. So she couldn't use it. Scott Stevens, I remember those Rolls-Royce engines on TWAs. Well, yeah. MD-80, yeah, that was a good plane. Sorry I go off on that, but, you're not going to sell me on it. COVID was bullshit. Yes. Oh, my God. Oh, and then they tell me I have to stay in my house. How is watching TV and eating dinners and food all the time because you're bored, you're not getting out to the gym or walking or anything, no exercise, nothing. How is that going to be healthy? I mean, look at the long-term effects that this had for people. Don't get me started. They ruined people's lives. They took people's lives. I'm sure as history will contest, and there's still more years to come for people to have side effects from this unproven vaccination. What a joke. They put a name of vaccination on it to give it authority. It was not even a vaccination. Vaccination is just a word they use. It's like calling a low-life sex club a gentleman's club. Okay, what a joke. We put gentlemen in front of a club that girls strip down on a pole and degrade themselves. Ugh. Yeah, you could call it a vaccination. It wasn't. All right, guys, where are we at? 11:30. I've been on for too long. I'm starting to get cranky. Obviously, I need food. Obviously, I'm getting hangry, as they call it, right? Oh, God, that did it for me, that COVID bullshit. Oh, my God. Okay, so I'm going to be signing off. I've wasted enough of your time. You guys have a great day. I'll try to record some guys soon and get some guys on the channel and hear some stories other than politics and political, medical, and other shit like that. Hopefully YouTube doesn't throw me off the air. They're getting pretty tough, by the way. I've heard a few people that, like Dr. Bachmeyer that was earlier mentioned, there's a few doctors that go in there and have YouTube channels, and they talk about how they could cure the C word. You can't even say the C word anymore. cancer. Cancer. There, I said it. Fuck you. So you can't even say that because it picks it up in the algorithms, whatever they call them. And then they have blocked people's channels, and he's already gotten a strike. And when you get 3 strikes, you can't get back on YouTube. So they're all going to other sites to give the truth. Thank you. You're welcome. Bye. I've got hearts coming up from somewhere. Somebody's giving me lots of hearts. Thank you so much. Anyway, guys, be well. Come on back to the Philippines. Philippines is great. Most of the guys, when I go out to the other guys, we don't talk about things like COVID or politics because that's why we're here. Not to get pissed off about it. And look what's happened between families. I hate to keep going on it, but when I was in Vegas during COVID, they were paying my neighbors money if they report that I had more than 5 people over for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Can you imagine? Does that sound like communist country to you? I mean, yeah. Oh, what happened to my sound? Is my sound off? What happened? They shut me off? All right. Anyway, I'm a little bit far from the mic, but anyway, there was so much. Then they were paying people for a little while to get the shot. They're paying people to die. Whatever. Love you all. I said enough. Too much. Need to go get something healthy. A couple eggs. I hard boil eggs. I might have some actual eggs over easy with a torch as they cook it at ground zero. But I'm well. I'm still losing. I'm on my Retta, and I love you all. And I'll give you some more stories next Thursday night for you if you're in the U.S. And we'll give you some more updates. You guys take care. February 20th, you want to come on? Great, Scott. Come on the channel. We need some fresh blood that's not so grouchy like myself. Love you all. You guys are 100%. You're wonderful. Okay, I'm going to block it off. Here goes my voice. Bye-bye, everybody.
That's my Goldfinger.